Winners Talking.
Anyway, we're in Winners Talking podcast, the one and only Pound Sterling, the hustler. They call me Sterlocious, they call me Pounds, they call me Big PS. My co-host as always, the great Big Dougie.
Come on, Medea.
What are you saying to me?
Oh, nice, man.
Come on, can't complain. Life is good, eh? Minus the bullshit.
You know
Life's
saying?
great, as I always say.
Come on.
Special guest in the building today. My guy Paul Bridges gave me the call the other day. He said, listen, I need to come back on again. There's more to discuss. There's been some updates and
things have been going on. Yeah.
You know, since Calculated Couples and, you know, took the YouTube and the world by storm. He said he had to come back and iron some things out. He brought with him some guests. Ropo, don't worry, I know the name.
Oh, okay.
I know the name. I'm a professional. Ropo Demure.
Yep.
And my guy Eman. You might have seen him on the show. One of the guys, one half of one of the couples from the show. Remember, Paul spoke about him before, but it's great to have you here. Ropo, Eman, Paul, you know you're a friend of the show. Always welcome. So talk to me. How's everything going, people? How's everything?
I'm good. You guys?
Yeah,
I'm good still.
Yeah?
Yeah, can't complain.
Yeah. So to get straight to it before anything else, when we first stepped in and you said you felt there was some tension, like, where did that come from? Because it threw me. Like, I don't know the dynamic. What's going on?
So I made a reaction video to Calculated Couples, and I focus specifically on Manka and Eman, which is who's on the couch today. And I might have, said some things that he might not like. So maybe he feels a little bit uncomfortable. So I don't know.
You feeling uncomfortable?
I don't know if he watched it.
I can't lie, not really.
Okay, cool.
Like, I'm normally like this, innit?
Okay.
Around new people and that, I'm reserved.
I understand.
As time goes on, then...
Did you get a chance to watch the reaction?
Yeah, I watched a bit of it. Still.
Okay.
Yeah, I watched a bit of it.
So what was your reaction to before we get on, what was your reaction to the Calculated Couples? Why would you feel Eman would feel a certain kind of way?
Because I don't agree with how his relationship has panned out, and I don't think in that time in his life that he needed to be in a relationship. I think he could have just gone to jail and left her alone to live her life. He did give her that option, but she did insist. So yeah, I just don't agree with how things panned out personally.
But I said I did that. Certain man said I was lying.
You didn't say you were lying.
Yeah, I lied. Certain man caused a little controversy for me that time when he was on the show. You know what I mean? But I had that same outlook content. You know what I'm saying?
It'll be 3 minutes. I hear you, I hear you. No time wasted.
No time wasted, but it's cool. You know what I mean?
Wait, wasn't it? No, but he said that you had multiple women, and
yeah, but I didn't say it like that. But obviously, like, you know what? Even just to touch on it quickly, like in them kind of situations, it's like, alright, like social media, innit? Everyone's got people in their DMs and whatever like that, innit? So you all got options, innit? Like, you're not just one person, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? So at that time, man had people around me, innit? Like, it's different people that, you know what I'm saying? So when I said it how I said it. But it's like, I think people blind out, like, rah, man saying he's a guy, this man's got... Nah, man's got people, innit? Like, I got... You know what I mean? Same way people, if you split up and do whatever, there's most probably about 10 man trying to fire in, talking about, I just see you split up, You got options, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? And that was what it was about. You get me? Having options. You know? I think broken down, right?
Yeah. Glad we got that straight. Glad we got that straight.
Yeah.
So, what were you saying now? So, first of all, Eman, are you still with your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Oh, so if they're still together, what's the problem?
good for them.
Like,
Good for them, but I just don't think it's the right foundation for a relationship, in my opinion. The way it started.
How did it start? For those that don't know.
Okay. You can...
Eman. For those that don't know.
well, really and truly, she should be the one. Do you know what I'm saying? Because she says it's not the right foundation.
No,
so.
but it's your story, so you can...
All right. So basically, at the beginning, do you know what? Let me be real, yeah. So I was in a point where like I didn't trust no one. Do you get what I'm saying? My yard just got burnt down. I was in mad, do you know what I'm saying? Mad beef. Bare madness is going on around me, and I just didn't trust no one in it. So, boom. So obviously, these times I had my own place. Obviously, that got hotted up. Went to my mom's yard. Obviously, my mom's yard got burnt down. Like, they burnt down my mom's yard.
Oh, this is manning like you got.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Do you know what it is? I didn't even know he done it. That's the maddest thing about it.
Elongate. Yeah, you're gone.
Do you know what I'm saying? I didn't even know you done it. So that's the maddest thing about it, innit? So it was one of them ones that's like, I just didn't trust no one. One time I went out and I saw Manka, innit? I saw my girl. And then obviously I asked her like, I asked her, I was like, yo, what you doing tonight? And she was like, nah, I'm going home. I was like, you might as well come home with me. You get me? She was like, nah, I'm not doing nothing, all of this. And I'm like, bro, I don't want to do nothing, innit? Like, I don't know what it was, but I just needed someone to talk to, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? And for some reason, I spoke to her, like, and it's not even like I was speaking to her before that. Yes, I knew her, but I wasn't speaking to her before that, innit? And I can't explain it, do you get it? But at that time, she was the one that I spoke to, innit? She said she wasn't gonna come. I said, say no more. I left her to it. I received a call like 20 minutes later saying that she's gonna come pick me up and whatnot, and we'll go back to mine. But these times, she didn't know my situation. She didn't know where I was staying. She didn't know nothing about it, innit? So obviously when I met her, I explained everything to her, and obviously I showed her like, yo, like, I'm not, you know what I'm saying, I'm not trying to beat, innit? It's nothing to do with that, rare. Obviously I'm at a time in my life where like, I can't trust no one. And to be honest, I didn't even know I should be trusting you. Do you get what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, she just came back with me and she's never left my side since.
So when did you meet her after? So this is just after the house got burnt down? How long after?
Whoa, this was like 7 years ago, so...
A week, a month?
Near enough between, you know what I'm saying? Near enough, nearly a month.
2 weeks, a week, 2
About,
weeks.
yeah, 2-3 weeks.
And what? And then you said, you met her and said, oh, you just want company or whatever, come to your
Yeah,
yard.
basically, innit? She thought I just wanted, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to do the thing, but obviously I just showed her.
I can see
and I
both.
stuck to it, do you get what I'm saying? I stuck to what I said, innit? Like, that's not what I wanted, innit?
I hear you, but I can see both sides of the coin still. I can hear what you're saying because you want to live your life.
Yeah.
I can hear what you're saying because it could be a potentially dangerous situation. You got a lot going on. You might need to sort that out. Car.
I'm not 100%. I
You see
don't
what I'm saying?
want a girl. Like, do you know?
Yeah,
at
so
the time,
I get. I can. Now I've got a better understanding. If that's what you're kind of dealing with, I've got a great understanding of what you're saying now because I know in those kind of situations, because I'm a man that's experienced certain things, and if I'm in times in my life when I'm in certain situations, when I'm younger, like I'm isolating myself. I don't want anyone near me. Like I'm going through something right now. Like I'm not going to see. I'm not going to see my family. I'm not going to see nothing. You're not going to think that that's where I am. I'm outside by myself until this is resolved. Now I can start. It's resolved. Now we can start. You see what I'm saying? Because I don't want to put anyone else in potentially in a dangerous position. So I can understand where you're coming from, if that's where you're coming from. But I can also understand, like, a man wants company, just like a man saying, like, I'm lonely, innit? Like, I'm stressed. Man's got to live.
You get what I'm saying?
You get me?
Man's
Like,
got to
Can I ask a
live.
question?
Go ahead.
Yeah, go on.
So you know when you said you didn't necessarily want her for sex,
Yeah.
whatever, and that didn't happen the first night.
Yeah.
How soon after did that happen?
About time after. You get what I'm saying? It didn't happen straight. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say
No, I'm not-
exactly
I'm
what
not-
happened, but
Very
it's no, it weren't. Do you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I wasn't in that mindset, innit? I wasn't in that
matters.
space.
No,
like,
the reason
do you
why
get
I
what I'm saying?
asked is because I think both of you were in a vulnerable situation. You said your house just burned down,
Yeah.
and you would have been in an emotional state.
Yeah, 100%.
And I don't know where Manka was coming from,
Cool.
but
While
just
you're speaking, let's get some drinks in one.
Sure.
but just based on the fact that she called you to tell you to come to her house, she might have also been in an emotional.
Just because people are hurt and they can still do their.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying. But both of you in that vulnerable emotional position, I don't think it's best in that state to now depend on each other for basically for company, but not in a healthy way.
You know what you're saying is right. If you were saying that then, if that makes sense.
No, I'm saying that there's
you know sometimes it's
Hindsight
like,
is 2020. Like we can look back now and say that.
Yeah.
you can look back and say that, but to sit here now and say that, bro, that's not like it shouldn't work out or it's not working. I think that's wrong.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying? Because obviously something must have worked. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, like I said, I get what you said. I get what you're saying. Like, yeah, it's not the right foundation, but what's the right foundation? Do you get what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't think that there is the right foundation.
I think there is a
Depends. Do you know what? I think it depends on the person.
It does
How
depend on the
is.
person, but I also think you shouldn't enter a relationship until you're emotionally stable,
Yeah,
you're
100%.
financially stable,
That's
you're
true.
mentally stable. And as a man, I don't think you should bring somebody in a situation where you can't look after her completely until you can look after yourself. And in that situation, in that time in your life, you couldn't completely look after yourself in every aspect of the
In
world.
what
So
sense?
you shouldn't then be bringing somebody else into that.
In what
chaos.
sense?
In the sense that
Like, I was living in a hotel, I had to pay for that.
no, I'm not saying
Not pay for
financially.
that.
No, I'm not saying financially. I'm just saying emotionally
Yeah.
because in that time you were vulnerable, and you had a lot going on in your life.
Do you know what, yeah?
You can step in, Paul.
You see, as a man, as men, like, for example, yeah, yes, I was in a wrong situation, but no one really knows what's going on behind closed doors unless we open our mouths. So, right now, you could be with your boyfriend or your man if you do have one, and he could be in a vulnerable situation, but you won't know.
I could sense it, but okay.
Do you get what I'm saying? Unless he opens up to you and tells you, yo, this is this, this is that, you're never gonna know it. So
You probably won't know, but at the same time, if I was Manka in that situation, if I knew that you're in that kind of lifestyle, right, and I know that your mum's house just got burnt down, I would know that you're not able to give me everything because you're in a situation in your life right now. So that would tell me enough that I need to know. Even though you don't open your mouth, that will tell me enough that I can entertain this person as my friend, I can support you as my friend, but as far as like giving you everything else, like just too much that I think she's giving
But
you.
that's you.
Yeah, that's me, that's
why I
me.
say
You know what?
personal
'Cause
trait.
when you were saying
It's
that,
personal
in a
trait.
way, I was kind of sitting there thinking like, right, I got a rate Manka, cause that just
That's
shows
what
the
I
strength
thought.
in her
Personal
that she's
trait, that's what it
able to roll through those punches with him. Do you
But
get what I
why-
mean?
but
Because
why do you feel-
some women can't handle that. Like some women can't handle there's different. We're all individuals. There's a million people in the world. There's someone out there for all of us. So. For what he's going through, there's going to be a woman that can handle that and be strong enough to deal with that and be there with him and go through it with him, innit? Same way, like, but there's also going to be a guy that maybe has a woman that can't deal with that. And it's her worst nightmare. She's
Yeah.
just like, she's going to have nightmares, complain, this, that, anxiety.
Yeah, but-
over
So
it.
my
You
thing
get
is,
what I mean?
in that situation, don't have a girlfriend. Just deal with it by yourself.
Nah, I
I
hear
didn't
it.
want
know-
to.
I hear you.
But she rolled with him.
But I didn't want a girlfriend though. Like,
I hear
but
you.
what did I say? At the beginning, it's not a girlfriend I was looking for.
I know, but
And it wasn't a man she was looking for.
I see. Even when in the show when you mentioned that you gave her the option to let's break up, let's do, I commended you because I think that was the right thing to do. In that situation, I think you should just gone your separate ways. You could have been friends, but as far as her riding with you and doing all these, I just think it was just completely unnecessary for me.
Okay, so what do you think I should have done in that situation?
I think you should have told her exactly what you told her that your mum said, that you guys should break up and live your
Actually,
lives.
my mom said the opposite. I told her I didn't want to be with her because if I'm gonna go, like I said, I didn't trust no one. Do you get what I'm saying? So even having her around me, it's like raw. Like, do you know what? I slightly trust you in it to some extent, but for her to stay in my mom's yard, that means that like I trust you. Do you get what I'm saying? In the sense, not saying I trust you with everything, but I trust you to some extent. Yeah,
But
where
what-
I'm from, yeah. If something happens, for example, if something happens to me, my bridge is gonna step in. Do you get what I'm saying? With anyone, if it's my mom, that's how it is. That's where I'm from. That's how it is, isn't it? Something happens to my mom. You know what I'm saying? My brethren's there. If I'm in jail, my brethren's gonna look after my mom. Do you get what I'm saying? If I have a girl and I'm talking to a girl, like, not even the fact that thinking about it now, obviously it's a different time, innit? It's different, but oh my God, if I was to think about it then, it wouldn't make sense for me to tell a man, can I get something to wipe it, please? Is that right?
Yeah.
I don't want it
Can
to.
I butt in for a sec?
Go ahead. All right, before we move on, let's quickly do a quick plug. The good people at Agent. Go and see them. Register. Get your hair products for that growth. Get that top growing. You see what I'm saying? Get the beard right. Get the beard right. Them man, they are patterning the thing
Hey, your thing
different.
looks
Register.
Hey,
I've been using this shit for about 5 months now,
it's
nigga.
sticking it up.
Pattern up. Get your shit organised. Go and see them man there. Sign up.
That's
Register.
why I know man sitting sweet, is it?
Register. And just register. That website's across the front of the screen. Register for your hair and beard treatment. T, you've been using the beard treatment for a minute. How you feeling?
They're just filling out.
Beard's feeling out. What about the hair? You've been using the hair one as well.
The hair one as well. Hair's growing out as well.
That's why he's rocking the.
Proper.
Yeah,
Come on.
I understand.
Right,
I know Dax has been
got the
using
do-rag
it.
underneath
Dax
that,
has been
yeah.
using it. Everyone's been using it, and also they've got the Viagra, the Cialis, for the enhanced performance in the bedroom. Or if you're having any issues in that department, Agent, the website's going across the screen. Use the code WTP2, and they'll help pattern your thing. They'll help sort it out. Registered, pharmaceutically registered company, not no joke thing. But anyway, we move on.
Yeah. Okay. So, with yourself you asked Manka to stay at your mum's whilst you.
Yeah.
Okay. What was her first?
Yes.
Yeah, what was her first? Was she like, oh yeah, sure, or was she like, not sure?
Well, I've been honest from the beginning. Do you get what I'm saying? I've never like tried doing all of this, like try manipulate. I've been honest from the beginning. Yo,
I know,
this is what I want. This is what I want. So when I said it to her, it wasn't new, innit?
I know,
It was
but I'm
something
just
that
saying.
she agreed.
Did she agree? Like, was she like, oh yeah, I know about this life. Let's do this, or was she like, oh that's different?
Do you know what? Tell a lie. At the beginning, she was a little bit like, like.
Okay, she wasn't
Why
sure.
would-
Okay,
she asked me why,
Hold,
innit? Yeah.
hold that thought. So, okay, let's go with.
And I said, why you?
Go on, land with it. Let me hear it.
So, you know, obviously you've done time before.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And you had girls, obviously. Mm-hmm. Did any of them?
I got that one.
Did any of them stay at your mum's?
Nah.
Any time that you've done time, no girls ever stayed at your mum's?
Nah, some did go to meet up with my mum. Because it's funny, because I was chatting to my mum about this and the whole thing, and she remembers, like, because she would have like one or two that are going to link her. She's coming to visit me, they'll drop her clothes or whatever, or I'll say to my mum, get that out of the garage, can you give that to such and such, she's going to come and visit me, or whatever. But no, I would never request that, because what I was thinking when you were saying that, and what made me think about it was, like, what was Manka's living situation at the time? Did she have her own place? Was she renting a yard? Was she living with her parents?
She was staying with me.
Because in my head I'm thinking, for her to then just move in with you, is she giving up a flat? Is she giving up a yard? Do you get what I mean? Like, there's a lot in that. Do you know what I mean? But I wouldn't necessarily need someone to move in with my mum kind of thing.
And
You get me?
also, let's just be clear, when Doug's saying that these multiple girls might have been coming to meet his mum to like give bits, he's talking about female friends as well. It's not like necessarily romantic. He's not.
It's not like man's just like
It's not like, let's just try to get you out of some shit. Get your mum in it as well.
Get Jenny caught up in some magic. Guy in church and like she's
like your mum
church on Sunday there, in his sermon like she's some accessory to some sort of man.
Let's not do that. But
Wait, sorry, just
ahead,
to land. But obviously, the last time when we spoke about his girl staying at his mum's, you guys agreed. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know that's
Agreed
abuse.
what, though?
You know
Agreed
it's
what?
abuse, right?
agreed what?
That it's okay for the girl to stay at the mum's house.
Oh yeah,
No, I didn't think it was the right move. I said I know why. I said I understand why he wanted that to happen.
Yeah, but I didn't know that. I at the time of agreeing, I understood it, but I didn't get the context behind why she needed to be there. If you get what I mean, like in the sense that, like if it's like she didn't have a yard, and it meant that she was living with him, and then he's gone jail, then the natural progression, and he's staying at his mum's, and he's gone jail, and she's living with him at his mum's, then obviously it makes sense her being there. Do you get what I mean? I get that, but
you're saying it's abuse. How's it going?
It's coercive control. So
To
basically,
have your own opinions and that's coercive control.
no. If you have a girl, right, and you say when you go jail that she should stay at your mum's, if the girl's not sure, and you convinced her to stay at your
I ain't
mum's,
convinced no one be. From the beginning, I've been 100%. I ain't convinced no one to do nothing.
Eman, but what was your reasoning having her live with your mum?
Huh?
What was the reasoning? What?
Because at the time, like I said, from the beginning, at the time, I did not trust anyone. And
why-
it was at the point where it's like, listen, if I go to jail, I can't be with you. Like, because I've done it already, do you know what I'm saying? I've done the whole thing already.
What were you scared of her doing outside? Like, what were you scared of her doing if she lived in her own house?
Oh, I don't know what girls get up to. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not me, that's not my portion, do you know what I'm
I
saying?
get that, but my point is that's abuse.
What is?
If any guy, obviously me, I don't know what anyone's going through. All the roadmen, they love me right now, and I love them too. Do you understand? I'm not trying to get the roadmen against me. I'm trying to save you now. Okay, roadmen. If you have a girl that she doesn't want to stay at your mum's, she doesn't.
You can't make us.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Like, that what you talking about? Now you're moving back. That's it. You're moving as if like I told her to stay.
hey, you know, you got to my mum's house.
That was not the case.
No.
That was not the case. We had a discussion, like I said, and the discussion was, I can't be with you while I'm in prison. Why? Because I know what I'm like. I don't trust easily. Do you get what I'm saying? So I know what I'm like, which is what I try to avoid all these things. And I've been doing. Do you know what I'm saying? I've done everything from the beginning to avoid, like, do you know what I'm saying? Certain points. If that makes sense. I didn't want to go because I knew I was going to jail.
No, I get that, but in terms of the girl living at your mum's, maybe not you specifically, but this is abuse. This is what I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell the bad them. Because now...
It's coercive.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe abuse ain't the right word, but...
It is abuse. As much as
I'm telling
you don't have to be
it's
violent for
mad.
it to be abuse. It's emotional abuse. Because
It's
she almost
emotional
felt...
and psychological.
Yeah.
I checked it before I came.
Yeah.
So me leave. So if I would have left, what would that have been?
If you left what?
That would have
If
been...
I left her,
that
would
would have
that
been the
been
right thing to
abuse
do.
or-
That would have been the right thing to do.
But if I left her and she didn't want to leave me, what would that have been?
You'd have got back with her when you got out.
No, but I'm saying,
Right.
what would that? What's that called though?
It's not
Because I'm
anything.
confused.
It's
If I
not
tell
consent.
her,
Is that a
if I tell
decision?
someone
Yeah,
that
man.
this is me, like this is the type of, like, for example, yeah, this is the type of girl that I want, yeah, and obviously, how do I put this? Females are entitled to know what they want. Why could I not be entitled to know what I want?
Nobody said you're
If-
not entitled to know what you want, but at
But-
the same time, she has to also have those standards and enforce it on you as well. It's not
What's that
one-sided.
got to do with me?
It doesn't have it. It's, to be fair, it is Manka's fault. If you told her,
Yeah, what I think she's trying to say is...
No,
Because
but
she knows
see
what
the
you want.
abusive thing, yeah.
No,
It's
the
a bit
abuse is...
mad, innit?
No, that's
See the
heavy. It's a heavy
abuse is a
title.
bit
It's heavy.
mad.
It's heavy.
You see
But
when
no,
you
it's
try-
not. It's not.
Nah,
It's
but
heavy.
it's a bit mad.
It's heavy,
To
but
get away
it's
from
we're having
that
an adult conversation, so it can't, we'll let it fly. Just to ease things for a moment, while you give you time to think as well. Let's get this little context in it, because there's people that watching that might not know the full context of what's going on. So let me just break it. Let me get an understanding. So you met Manka. You started seeing each other properly. What? 2 weeks after the house burnt down. After 2 weeks after the house burnt down. How long after that did you go to prison or know that you was going to prison?
A year and a half.
So you'd been together for a year and a piece first, yeah?
Yeah.
And then it turns out you're gonna have to go sit down for a little while. So you said to her,
No, but you see, from the beginning, I knew that. Do you get what I'm
"Oh,
saying?
you always knew you was on
From the
bail."
beginning,
You was,
yeah.
you was already on
Beginning,
bail for a
I knew
situation.
still.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, you was dealing with that from then. Now you're going. You said to her, "Listen, for me to be able to deal with this and go and do what I've got to do and sit down, I need you to stay at my mum's house. Or I'm gonna be worried that you're gonna do something."
You know what? It didn't even really go like that. You know?
Tell me how
But
it
at the
went.
same time, yeah, I want to explain this very clear.
Yeah, make it- yeah,
how I
that's
was then is not how I am now. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So boom. So obviously at the time, like I said, I didn't trust her. I didn't trust no one. Like I didn't want to go jail and have a girl. Do you get what I'm saying? Really, and truly, I was meant to get 9 years. Do 4.5. I'm gonna sit behind
What
the door
did you
4.5 years, bro.
What did you
Like,
get?
I got 5.
All right.
You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna sit behind the door 4.5 years and knowing I got a girl outside. Come on, man.
Yeah, you should.
Do you know what I mean? Like the easiest things, like yo, go in it. Obviously, I love the girl, but I don't want it to go. I don't want it to go. You get what I'm saying? But that was not the easiest. That was the hardest thing to do. And I told her, yo, like,
So you said to
got-
her, "Listen,
yeah.
for me to be able to deal with this and for it to work, the only way I can do is if you stay at my mum's house."
nah. I said,
you should go.
go.
Oh.
But Manka
Go.
was
How
the
did
one
she know
that
your mum's
insisted.
house?
But because,
How
how
did
did
she
the
end up
mum?
at your mum?
That came after. Like, nah. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, nah. I don't want to do. I don't want to leave. All of this. And then obviously, my mum was like, right, listen. If you love a girl, like you're gonna be with her, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna be doing all of this sideways thing, like go do your thing and then where. If you love her, fight. Do you know what I'm saying? Fight for her, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? Trust her. So obviously I was like, do you know what? She's got a point, innit? But in order for that to run, like me myself, like it has. You see, trust, yeah. You have to earn it. You get what I'm saying? You can't just wake up and say, yo, I trust you. You get what I'm saying? I've never been in a position with her before. You get what I'm saying? What? So you want me to go through all of that and get my heart bun for no reason? I should have nothing in place to protect myself.
No, I'm not saying you're entitled to your standards. You are.
Yeah, 100. That was my standard
Yeah.
at the time. My standard was like, cool. If you want this to carry on how you're saying, then I beg you, innit? Stay at my mom's yard. Yeah, she was like, cool. And we left
See,
it
that's-
as that. If she don't want to stay there,
she
she
said
would have
cool.
left.
No, but
Like,
I think what I'm saying is that I think
do?
Manka's wrong. I think you're right in the situation. When you said she should have gone home, I agree. I think Manka's wrong, and she should have had enough self-respect to just walk away. Because I wouldn't want to.
I disagree. I
Okay.
disagree with you.
Okay.
I disagree with Ropo. Eman's wrong because technically speaking, legally that's abuse. I'm not saying you're an abuser.
well,
Elaborate.
Let me land. This is
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say. I'm talking to the people now, right? Sometimes, as a guy, right, if a girl was to pop up and start saying this and that, we start to feel a certain way. Why are they? But because sometimes we don't even understand. Sometimes we can move wrong, but we don't know. And then the law catches up with you later. Do you understand? Eman's on tag right now.
putting his business out in the street.
No, come on, no, he said it on the show. No, he said it. No, he said it on the show.
You're putting his business out.
Wait, let me land. Wait.
That's mad.
Wait, he said it on calculated couples.
He did.
He said it already.
Oh, you said it already. All right. We'll let
He knows how to cover.
Yeah. Say
But
less.
yeah,
Hold on, sorry. 1 second.
Yeah.
So because I said don't calculate couples, it's alright for you to come and say it now. No, it's a question. Just yes or no answer first. Just yes or no first. Before I carry on.
the episode's already aired, so
Yes or no?
the episode is aired.
No, I'm asking yes or no. Is it alright or is it not alright?
Technically, if the episode's aired,
It's alright, innit? Cool. The same way I had the discussion with Manka before, and I told her, and she said yes. So that's what happened.
See, I just think if it like I hear what you're saying about the whole abuse thing, but like what I'm getting from you is that there was no like convincing. You asked her if she had said no, you would have been happy to carry on doing her thing, innit? Like in the sense that if she said I'm nah,
Because
I don't really want to move
ready
in.
to leave.
You
Like,
get me?
you know what I'm saying? I was
Yeah.
ready to
But then even if she didn't move in, it don't mean that the relationship stopped. She still could have
That's
been
not-
visiting
that's
you,
a
coming and
joke,
checking you
yeah,
and doing
yeah.
whatever. But
I'm
what-
feeling this one.
Huh?
You're feeling this.
No,
feeling
but
this
I'm just trying to understand
this
it.
one.
No, I'm just trying to understand it. I'm just trying to understand it. Like, I'm just trying to understand it
I get
because I feel like it only falls into the abuse bracket because we've got to have some clarity on it because it's a strong word to throw out there. It only really falls into that if he had to convince her or force her to do it. If she done it off her own accord and off her own back, like he suggested, you can suggest anything to her girl. You can tell her, go and run in the bank. Yeah, and then she goes, oh yeah, I'll go and do it. Don't mean you convinced her to do it. She was happy to go and do it. But if you put it in her hand and was like, listen, I want you to go and do this and go and do that, and you force her to go and do something against her own will,
right.
then you're gonna say that's kind of like manipulation, isn't it? Do you get what I'm saying?
What I would say is, in today's day and age, right, you could say to a person, let's say a person on the street, oh, do you know what? Go and do something illegal, and the person doesn't have to, but if they did and they turned around and said it's you, you know you're in trouble. That's how it is.
Yeah, but it don't work like that.
I get what you're saying, but what I'm saying is I'm trying to look out for people because at the end of the day, sometimes we could just do stuff and logically, if I think about it, obviously it's not abuse in the sense that he already said to her, okay, listen, just go and do your thing. She said no. And then she said, okay, boy, well, you could stay at my mom's if you want to. And she was like, yeah. However, if she wanted to spin the story and say, oh, he made me stay at his mom's, then it's another situation.
But if that's how
Bro,
she
I went
felt,
jail
if
for
she
2.5
was to say that,
years,
then
like.
obviously it's
Yeah,
different.
but
But then you have to be clear on it because like what you just said then, if like just me asking someone to do something without even forcing them to do it, and then they go and do it on their accord, then after way they want to spin back like, or
free
whatever.
will, personal
It's
choice.
It's personal choice because you have to be careful on the flip side because what now? If we say that's okay, then what if I could just say to someone, then all of a sudden they go away, he abused me. These times I just ask them a question on something.
But the
Like,
thing
you have
is,
to be careful on that.
The
You know
point
what I
I'm
mean?
getting to is that without going into too much detail, let's say if I was a footballer, or if there's a guy that's a footballer, he dealt with a girl back in the day. The girl could turn around and say, oh, he abused me because blah, blah, blah. And that something will happen to that guy. So that's why, if he knew that could happen, he would have avoided that. That's why I'm trying to put this message out there so that people know.
Not really, because that's like, it's like, I understand what you're saying, but to ask someone, yo, like it's like you asking a girl to move in with you. Like it's not by force. She has the choice to move in with you.
Free
So
will.
you're telling me you want to get married, you want your wife to move in with you. You tell her, yo, listen, either move in with me, let's move on with our relationship, or cut. That's not abusive.
So you know when-
you know that it's come to the point.
You-
Either
when
let's
you-
move on or
Ultimatum.
cut.
When you
know
said
what I'm
Manka
saying?
was a bit apprehensive, what did
Exactly.
it take for her?
She wasn't
Yeah,
apprehensive.
see,
She
that's
was
why
like,
I let
why?
him.
She
That's why I
asked
let
why.
you land in that because I just know, but it's not to
Yeah.
catch you up. It's just to prove a point that in our society, in our community, we need to look out for each other, and we need to have this knowledge about situations like this where we know how to move in the future. Because as a guy, not you, but I'm just saying, Doug, if you had bare girls, right, and if you were doing stuff with them, any of them could turn around and say anything, and you can't really be surprised because you were with them. So that's why we have to know what's what, so we know how to move. That's all.
So what did it take to convince her to stay?
No,
when
no,
she
no,
was-
it's a-
no. I want to know.
Okay.
So what did it take?
So you know,
anything.
no, I'm
I
saying
just told her. I told
no,
her
at
what
first
it
she
was.
was
and she
apprehensive,
agreed.
right?
Pardon?
At first she was
she wasn't apprehensive. She asked me why. She's entitled to do that.
Okay, so what was
You
your
get
reason
I'm
why?
saying? My reason. I said my reason. My
Because
reason
you
why.
didn't trust her.
Yeah.
And how would you have felt? How would you have felt if Manka actually decided when you told her to leave and I'll go to jail, whatever, and she refused? How would you have felt if she actually left?
She left and she left. Like, my life would be easier in jail. Like, you have to understand. You see, being with a girl in jail, yeah, you have to love that girl if you're gonna be with her in jail. It's not a joke. Like, you don't think that, yo, you ring a girl, she don't answer the phone. It's not the same as here. When you ring someone, you ring a girl, she don't answer the phone here. It's like, whatever. Jail is all you think about. It's not the same. Do you get what I'm saying? Unless you've walked in the same path, you can't come and tell me, you should have done this way or rare. You haven't been in my shoes. Do you get? Not saying you. I'm just saying.
I completely understand.
You haven't been in my shoes. So you can't come and tell me like, yo, this is the way that you should have said. No, you weren't in my shoes. Do you get what I'm saying? I didn't trust no one at the time. I didn't want no one around me, and I ended up falling in love. And the only thing I could have done was protect myself at the same time, and that's what I did. And if I had to go back and do the same thing again, I would do it again in a different way. Because like you said, it could come across in a different way. But obviously, if I would do it again, I wouldn't have gone, you know what I'm saying? The whole strip, I would have just left at the beginning and, do you know what I mean? But, like I said, yo, like, you could say you could turn around and say, she's dumb, but not really, because she knows what, do you know what I'm saying? She knows what she's getting. Like, vice versa, do you get what I'm saying? So, whether if we're together or not, we're brethrens. That's the first and foremost. Do you get what I'm saying? So we could have an argument, not talk to her. Bro, no one can chat shit to her. Mother's like, even if I'm not together with her, do you get what I'm saying? Even if I'm not with her, she could be with someone else and she ring me and say, yo, I'm there. Do you get what I'm saying? That's the type of relationship that we have, innit? So, obviously, it's hard to understand when you don't know, you know what I'm saying, the dynamics.
He's enjoying this, isn't it?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
But I'm just saying, Paul, you see the difference between a man that's got one and a man that's got options. You get what I'm saying? I'm just hoping you understand. You're seeing the difference because he said something vital in that. He said like you don't like for him. That's why for me it was different. That you said that in jail, that like a lot of there are a lot of men that they think about the outside a lot, but. For some man, you have to turn off. You're in a new habitat amongst wolves and hyenas, and now that becomes the reality. You can't be thinking about what's going on outside. You get what I'm saying? So for some man, you got to switch off what's going on outside. But for some man, they can't. So it does send them mad. So to a certain extent, I've seen man that have gone crazy over the fact that they're they're shouting down their cell on the phone. Like got a bait taking on there, and they're shouting down, going mad at their girl because she went out the night before and she didn't pick up the phone. And these times they're baiting up themselves, shouting on the phone, and the screws can hear them, and their cell gets spun the next day, and they lose their phone. Do you get what I'm saying?
But my thing is, you can avoid that by just not having a girlfriend. Just leave her alone.
No, you can avoid it. But what I'm trying to say is, that's what I'm saying. There's certain man that can't let it go, and there's certain man that can actually just do what they need to do to get through in that whole. If they got 4 years, 2 years, 10 years, whatever in that habitat, they know that this is how I got to move. This is how I got to switch, lock it down, and switch on and do this. And not pay attention to what's going on out there. But there's a lot of men, we're all human beings, innit? And there's a lot of men like yourself. He knew in order for him to be safe in that situation with his girl and that relationship still, he had to have her in a place that he felt safe. But then even at the same time then, even though it was a safe place in your mind for her to be, it doesn't stop her from doing whatever she wants to do in the daytime and nighttime. Because she could come home to your mum and be like, oh yeah, I just went work. These times you don't know. So it is one of them things. It's hard because
I will go home to your mum's house after they got their back blown.
This is what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm trying to say. So, but in your mind,
4 days a week, 4 days a week. And say hi, mum. Hey, mum. Hey, mummy, you want me to help you?
Eman, if that was actually the case, God forbid that was actually the case, would you expect your mum to then call you and say, such and such has been doing this?
My mum wouldn't do that. And at the same time, even if she was going
so I said if that was the case, she was cheating on him or whatever, would he expect his mum to come back and ask, tell him this is what's going on?
In the sense, my mum don't get involved like that. Obviously, if she sees something that's not right, she's gonna page her first.
Mums will page.
And then let me know. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna page her first, then let me know.
Mum will page. Mum will page. Your mum will page the girl first.
Page her. She'll be like,
you know what I'm saying? But see, when I'm in jail, actually, to be fair, my mum tries to keep things away from me, innit? Because she knows like how I am and that, so she tries to keep things away from me.
Sorry, page.
Yeah,
check.
Agents.
I don't know. I'm not even. I know that one.
Page like back in the day. That's that old school thing before the phones.
Yeah, but in this sense, it means something else.
In this sense, kind of like Hal Rap Checker that say, listen, I see you're moving nuts. They'll have their own
conversation. Mums will do that. Mums will give a polite lean.
Yeah,
and say
yeah,
like,
yeah,
listen.
yeah.
I
And
saw
what was the
something
relationship
funny.
like between Manka and your mum? Like, what was that?
What then?
Or now?
Calm, like. You know
What about now?
Good,
What about
like.
now?
Everyone's good. Do you know what I'm saying?
So was it just
Obviously,
her
at
and Manka in the
beginning,
house, or was it other people as well?
Like, my dad was there, like. You know what I'm saying? Like, my brother, like.
Yeah, it's peak still. I'm not gonna
You know what
lie.
I'm
That's
saying?
kind of a peak situation for Manka.
There's
still.
too many
I'm not
eyes.
gonna lie. That's a lot. That's a lot. Big up Manka every time still, but that's a lot. That's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. You're, nah, I was gonna
It's
say.
no,
Too
hold on.
much.
When is it a lot though?
It's too much.
When is it a lot?
It's too much.
When you're doing the mad thing is a lot.
No. What I'm saying is, it's a lot for her being in a house that's not her immediate family, that she's only known a man for a year and a change. And that
Oh, no. She knew me from before that.
Oh, she
Okay,
knew.
but
Like
she
I
didn't know
said,
you well
we
enough to
knew
be
each
living
other.
with your family.
But relationship wise, listen, I'm not
we
saying you're
knew
wrong
each other
because
from-
I'm not saying you're
yeah.
wrong because each situation is different
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
individual. If she's happy, she's happy. But I'm saying outside looking in, I'm saying it's a lot to be in that environment and you're not there. So she's coming into the house with your mum, your dad, your brother, and so on. And I'm sure they're inviting. I'm sure.
Oh,
It's
no, she knows all of them. It's not like the first time she met them. Do you know what I'm saying? Not as in through me.
Yeah.
Even without us being together.
I
do you know
don't
what I'm
question.
saying?
I don't question.
Yeah.
It. But you yourself, aside from me saying, I'm not saying you're wrong in anything,
yeah.
but you yourself, on the real, you have to look it from her shoes, and you must admit, like say to her, you know what, you did good there, cause it's not easy. It's not easy.
No, 100%.
You see what I'm saying? So when
No,
I'm saying
yeah,
it's a lot,
yeah.
that's
It
what
could've
I
been
mean.
very
You know that
hostile
within
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah.
It's not a straightforward thing because to be in that environment. She did good. She's sounding certified still.
Yeah,
Not gonna
sounding
lie, back
30,
sounding
she's sounding
certified
30.
still.
That's what pisses me off sometimes.
sounding
because,
30,
Sounding
30,
30 still.
Yeah, 100. I
But
really.
he's like trying to say you kind of leaned on her and kind of had her away. But I'm saying,
Nah, I see. I saw it for like I said from the jump. She sounds like someone that can.
But do you
handle it
think?
and hold
Don't you
it
think
down.
that's a big sacrifice for someone that's just your boyfriend?
Yeah, but then this is the thing. There's different type of women though, man. Like you see, like what even P just said. Then she sounds 30. For some man, you need someone that's 30. You need a 30 partner that's gonna go through all of that. Like yours, like in a way, sometimes in the way you're saying it, it's like, rah, this is a bit nuts. I'm out. Huh?
No,
Yeah.
you get analytical. And
Analytical. Break it down.
If I'm
Sometimes
looking
for a
at
man, you want.
analytical scene,
Yeah.
from what I'm getting from you, just from this little half hour I've been sitting there, I've heard a couple of things. You met her in the first place in a position, or when you step things up, it was a position of, I need someone. Then you've gone, Jill, I need this. Now you're away, I need you to be here. There's a lot of, were you making sure, what did she need? Was all of that taken care of in the mix
Exactly.
as well?
Come on, like.
No, I'm just asking. That's why I'm giving you the opportunity.
100%. Like I said,
the
you
audience
see,
might be asking.
you see
that.
a year and a half. You see when you're screaming a year and a half. It's not no normal year and a half.
Talk to 'em.
You understand?
Let the people
for
know, but
example,
I'm just a viewer
you see
like anyone
Love
else
Island,
right now.
You see, no one could come here and talk about, right, a year and a half weren't long enough. Bro, people go Love Island for a month, come out,
Talk
they're
to
in love.
No lie.
Rare.
No
Everyone's
lie.
supporting their thing.
No lie.
Rare. But
No
me, I've been with a person a year and a half, bro, you know.
Yeah.
Live 24/7, bro.
Every day.
Every day, bro.
Every hour.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay, I'll let you finish then. I want to touch on that 24/7.
You sure you're not? You're hot on that and in that coat car. The lights on you and them not grilling you. You good, yeah?
Should I?
Why? I'm good.
Because they're gonna say you were sweating like Doug in the last episode. They're
I'll put the drink down, that's how I put the drink down.
All right, just checking,
Do you
just
wanna finish or
making
what?
sure. You get me?
So you're supposed to be trying to say you fell in love with her deeply. That's what you're
Like,
saying.
yeah, 100%.
Okay, cool.
Like,
Now,
yeah.
24/7. Now the thing is, right? Obviously, potentially, we've all kind of
By
seen.
choice, by the way. By choice.
No, obviously. No, come on, I'm not choice. Now, we've all seen a situation where
I like
you
it,
like a
bro.
person,
Get it.
you want to spend time with them and stuff. But, would you say it's a good idea to spend?
Nope. Not 24/7. You should have other
I
things
haven't
going
even
on.
said anything.
Yeah.
This is why I
You
bought
should have
Ropo.
other things going on in your life. You shouldn't be in each other's that much.
This is
you
not
can be
planned.
in love.
I haven't planned.
You
this.
can be in love, but I just think it's just too much. It's was no one working? Or was no one? How did you have enough
By
time
the
to
way,
spend
by
that much?
24/7, I mean like
doesn't
we're
mean this.
together.
No, I know, I'm not
Obviously
saying
not mean like
24/7,
we're 24/7.
A lot is what you're saying. A lot, you were together.
Yeah,
a lot.
we're living with each other. Like she was living with me. Like we're living in a hotel.
Okay, I didn't-
You know
okay.
what I'm saying?
Sometimes when
Me,
you go through stuff and
my
you've got your
Cody
little
S, I think,
companion,
bro,
you
that's
just
Where's
go,
Manka
man.
today?
Yeah,
Where's
man,
Manka
she's
today?
your companion,
right now,
me,
she's
yeah,
at
man.
home.
She's at home.
So what was the hotels? Why were you living in hotels? What was the reasoning behind that?
You're this-
Because I couldn't trust no one. I couldn't be
Oh,
in one. You know what I'm saying? I
okay,
couldn't be
okay,
like, in
okay.
one place.
Oh,
whatnot.
okay, it makes sense now. That I've heard about.
But yeah, man, you see
Yeah,
what
Love
it is,
Island.
yeah. Yeah, Love Island, bro. Like you can't come and come and say that a year and a half.
People say they fall in love in a
Do you get what
day.
I'm saying?
And no, I completely.
Like-
But my thing also, you said you couldn't trust anyone, so you live in hotels. Do you think that's a safe environment to put a woman in?
What hotel?
Not hotels, just
The
the,
way you were living
environment
at the
of
time.
not having
No,
somewhere
no. By the
stable.
way, by saying I couldn't trust no one doesn't mean I know myself. I would not bring her on board if I couldn't protect her. The same way that you're saying I couldn't protect her, nothing like that. It's nothing how you're thinking as if like she's in danger.
I'm not
And,
saying you can't protect her. I'm just saying don't put her in an environment where she could be in danger.
in the hotel.
Not in the hotel specifically, but jumping up and down, going up and down, not having anywhere stable to stay.
That's somewhere stable. We're just living in a hotel.
It's not stable though. It's not your house.
I was staying there for a year and a half, so like
In the
it's
same
pretty
hotel
stable.
for a year and a half.
But yeah, so you could stay in your flat for 6 months.
If I was
I moved to our next flat. I stayed in the hotel for a year and a half.
But then what was the point of going up? You could have
obviously
just.
I don't wanna
it's
say
not,
that
it's
against-
not like a. Obviously, it's not. I'm not saying like that's the best place. You know what I'm saying?
saying.
But at the time, it was stable there.
No, wait.
get what I'm saying?
I think Pound's got something.
I don't want to say it's done now, innit? And it worked. But if I'm in the situation, I'm not staying in the same hotel for a year and a half.
Like-
that's like basically.
I thought you were
progress.
moving
I
up
thought
and
you was
down.
moving
You see
hotels.
You see what it is, yeah? It's hard to put. You got a main one, obviously, where your things are at, and then you.
Oh, you was
But
working
then
at the hotels.
No. I'm saying you got a main hotel.
Yeah.
Where you're staying at. For example, your things are at. Obviously, I can't move my things left and right. That's my main hotel where the things are. Obviously, I was cool with the manager and that. But when time comes, I'm here for like a week. But that's my main hotel. The same way, if I was sleeping at home, I'll go to hotel for a week and come back. Does that make sense? Like I had the main hotel, but I wasn't there 24/7.
Shout out Manscape. Woo! The Manscape 5.0 is out. That's the upgrade, the latest version. I just
Listen.
subbed with the care package. Manscape 5.0. Free shipping. 20%
This
discount
one
when you use
is
code
looking
winners.
mad.
Yeah, it's an upgrade still. It's an upgrade. They got the full package there. Go on manscaped.com. Use the code winners. 20%
What's the discount? 20%?
20% plus free shipping. And they got everything on there. Like, don't get me wrong, the new groomer, the 5.0 is crazy.
And you see the beard groomer thing?
Yeah.
The
Man.
beard groomer,
Man,
all of that's
I
there.
used it of a day, bro.
The nephews and that, I'm going to have to bust them and still.
Yeah.
Right, look, and they got the plow 2.0, so
Come
the
on.
new razor.
Everything's up.
The
Everything's up.
handyman. They got the
Everything's up.
shearer.
The
So if you
handyman.
want
Everything
your
good.
nail.
20% discount when you
Job,
use the
I know you
code
don't
winners.
care about-
Yes.
Yeah?
And
So
no,
get
I mean-
involved. Make use of that. That's
Tell
from us.
Manscaped, man,
know
need
your
that,
setup.
man,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
man
Christmas
need
is
that
coming.
one there. See this one here, the shears?
Yeah.
Yeah, for your nails.
Christmas
and-
is coming.
Yeah.
Ladies, you can pattern up your man.
Yes.
As a little hint to him, maybe he needs to, you know?
Clean up.
Yeah. You
Freshen
can
up.
let
Yeah.
him know what time it is.
Sharpen up.
But yeah, everything's on there. The boxer
it up.
shorts, them t-shirts, all sorts. 20% discount plus free shipping when you use the code winners. Stuff.
So what I'm saying about the safe environment is where you're talking about where your things were at. Do you think that environment is safe to bring a woman in? Don't you think that's a manly environment
I'm
to
gonna
be
be
in?
very real.
I
man.
could be honest with you, yeah. Like,
Go on.
obviously now,
Let you-
you see what it is.
Speak.
Where I'm trying to answer your question, I'm trying to think about back then.
Yeah,
so I'm
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
answering it wrong. Do you know what I'm saying?
Talk
So
to them. Because
now,
your
right
mind
this
state
second,
now is
it's
different.
It's different,
Yes,
yeah.
but I'm trying to
That's
think
what it
about
is.
back then. So
Back
it's
then-
it's kind of confusing me as well.
Nah, then,
But
I'll tell you what to do.
Yeah.
Don't even answer it as you then. Answer it looking back at yourself now as a bigger man.
Yeah.
And say, looking back at it now, this is how I see it. Just answer from that. Don't try and think how you would
Okay,
think.
looking back at it
Because
now-
we all make, we
Yeah.
make, there's no set blueprint to shit. We get things wrong. You understand? Like, I'll sit here and say I've got things wrong. You see what I'm saying to you? So you don't feel like you have to justify your actions of 6 years ago, or whenever it was. Just talk and just be honest. Just say, you know what? Yeah. Looking back on it, yeah, it probably weren't the right thing to do, but it's worked out. You get it?
No,
So,
yeah,
you got to
no,
talk your
yeah,
stuff,
100.
bro.
Yeah, obviously looking back at it, like I said, if I would have done it I would have done it a different way, obviously.
Yeah.
But the same thing that you said, didn't it? Like that's what I'm like, yo, it's not really about, yes, people say foundation and that. Yeah, foundation is important, yeah. But it's about the person, because you have the perfect foundation. For example, on paper, you got everything right, bro. You go to church, you got everything right. But the person itself, bro, it's about the person, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, cool. I did what I did, yeah. But I'm doing something about it. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm out here airing my shit. Not because I'm airing my shit because I'm an idiot. I'm airing my shit because I'm trying to help other people from,
Talk. Yeah,
from
yeah,
not
yeah.
doing what I'm doing. Do you get
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
So when I see, okay, so like I said earlier, you asked me if I watched the video. Do you get what I'm saying? Obviously, I don't like to watch them things because it stops me from doing what I'm doing. And obviously, what I'm doing is showing people, yo, this is me, this is where I come from, this is what I'm doing. Do you get what I'm saying? So no matter where I'm at, I'm showing them what it is. Do you get what I'm saying? Because people come on YouTube and they show you, yo, I've made it. Do you get what I'm saying? No one's showing you what's going on. You know what I'm saying? No one's showing you where they come from. No one's showing you about the struggle. No one's showing you nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm doing. I'm showing
talking
people.
every Sunday without fail. We show the real. That's why we've got great guests like this. Carry on.
Yeah, so
carry on.
Yeah, that's me, innit? I'm airing out my business so people can learn from it, innit? Like,
Yeah.
So sometimes when it comes, sometimes I get upset, and when I see certain things, I'm like, rah, like, you know what? Like, for example, when I heard about the video, I was like, rah, like, do you know what? Let me even ask, like, what was the purpose of the video, first of all?
The
I don't
purpose-
want to jump into conclusions.
Okay,
you
yeah,
know
no.
what I mean?
The purpose of the video for me
Yeah.
was to have Manka see her relationship in a different eye from somebody else. And I think, for me, I just think she's sacrificed too much for somebody who hasn't sacrificed enough, in my opinion, for her. And I think you should sacrifice more for her than she should sacrifice for you. Because at the end of the day, she's going to be your wife.
But it's...
Because that's the end goal, right? You guys want to be married one day,
Yeah,
right?
but why? Like, obviously, I don't look at it like that in the sense you have to sacrifice. Like, I don't see it like that at all. It's like, if you need something and I got it, I got you. If you need something and I ain't got it, I'm gonna get that for you. Do you get what I'm saying? Vice versa. So I never looked at it the same way. Like last time you asked me about money, like, yo, like I could have 100 bags in my account. She could have £5 in her account. We both have 105 bags. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't like to be here and sit here and say, rah, do you know what? I did this, I did that, because I'm not the person that I am, innit? I'm not going to sit here and be talking about, rah, I did this for her, that's not the person that I am.
Aside from that,
but I will
aside
sit
from-
here
Go on.
and tell you the thing that she did for me. Do you get what I'm saying?
No,
What?
I don't doubt that you do things for her, but all right. Are we looking into, do you know what Manka wants out of life?
Yeah, I do know what she wants.
And you're
Like,
working towards the things
Yeah,
that she wants.
100%.
And you,
Do you know what I mean?
that's
Like, 100%,
then
like-
it may be the things that you're asking. Maybe he's had them conversations, but he's just not talking them.
Like, you see this YouTube thing?
Because I don't know.
I started it because of her. Do you get what I'm saying? This YouTube thing, like the camera thing, I went with that. Even now, bro, I'm getting hot now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
told
See
you.
how I spilled the drink, bro? See how I spilled the drink?
I was gonna. I didn't banter you for spilling the drink, but I was
Yeah,
gonna
spilled
say
the drink.
I know why you spilled the drink.
Yeah,
I
you know what? When he spilled the drink, I saw the hand. I see the hand as well.
Yeah, but I just said, you know what? Let me down, man. Come
sorry,
man, under some deep interrogation from me. But now I'm saying, if now I turn to you now. Kai, you're giving him a hard time. If you have. If he's with his woman, it's worked out. They're happy. They're doing bits. I've asked him, are you? Because I know as a man, it's important. You need to know, what are your goals? What do you want to do? You understand? Because really and truly, a man's number one motive should be to make sure the woman and the children are happy. So if he's nodding his head, so if he's adhering to that game plan and he's asked her, they're doing their YouTube and I don't know what other bits, he could elaborate, I don't know. But if he's doing that, shouldn't we allow him for they've got here, innit?
Yeah.
They've made it to the point where his life's different. Like, he's still got tag in his ankle. We're gonna get to that. I don't. But things happen.
Yeah.
But shouldn't we give him some form of give him a bit of support on that and say, listen, it's not ideal, but we made it here. We made it this far. We're a successful black couple. We're a successful black couple in the sense that we're still together.
We're working together, yeah.
We're working together.
I get that, but I just don't agree with the struggle lifestyle. I think you could have done all of that without the struggle.
You know?
No, but the struggle's too much. Come on.
And the struggle was real. The
struggle
was
is
real.
the whole-
Right, answer me this.
Huh?
In what bit?
No, it's,
What's some of your favourite movies is some struggle shit, I lie?
but that's
You like
not,
The Pursuit of
real
Happiness?
life.
You like The
That's
Pursuit
not
of Happiness?
That's not real life.
It is a real life.
It's not real life.
Doug, you stole my. I was going to tell you it's real life, Doug. I said
But I think
yeah, yeah,
there's
yeah.
a struggle
It's
and
real
then
life.
there's a struggle.
No, but
I
that's
think
what I said.
But
I think
Pursuit of Happiness, you were sleeping in the toilet
for
with
me,
your son.
okay, I can only speak for myself. If I've only been dating a guy for a few weeks
Yes.
and he tells me that he's expecting to go to jail,
Personal choice.
personal choice.
Yes.
And not just that, if I know that he's into the street life, personally,
Personal choice.
I think any level-head woman should walk away.
I hear where you're coming from, but personal choice. Because that guy that's in the street life, he might have no alternative at that moment and he could be about to turn the corner and do wonderful things.
But
ahead.
say for example, you guys are happy and then maybe 20 years from now, you guys are married with kids and stuff like
Let's
that.
not say you guys, because we're not in the street
Oh no,
life
no,
over
I'm
here, we're
talking
just
about.
talking podcast.
Oh no, I'm talking about.
So's
Manka.
Eman, he's living
yeah.
independently as well.
So say you and Manka are happy. It's 10 years from now. You guys have kids. You're comfortable. do you not have that fear? The same way something happened with your mum's house burning down. Do you not have that fear that something could happen to her in the future? You don't have that fear, but you say you don't trust anyone.
The trusting people is different from having a fear that someone's gonna do something to your girl. Do you get what I'm saying? That's hella different.
My thing
That's when
is,
someone they even want to think about
someone
that.
in any walk of life that attains a certain level of success, you could live in a beautiful home and something happens.
no, I know.
Someone could be like, I like your ring. I want that. So there's a level of danger.
But it's more likely to happen in that situation.
Yeah, but there's also things.
Sorry.
Coming from a different lifestyle that you just won't understand.
True.
Because like you're asking him questions that in your head it don't comprehend. But even when he's answering, saying certain things, there's certain things I understand what you're saying and I relate to it.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? So for you, like even when you're trying to say, "Right, I'm trying to get out there to Manka to save her," and nah, she's from a different cloth from what you're built from. Like you're just both different, innit?
Yeah,
and she can deal with what's going on, and there's conversations that they're having that you
so
just don't
for
know.
your personal
You get what I'm
choice.
saying? It's your own thing.
Because you
get
just
me?
don't know. Some people, it's circumstances and opportunities or lack thereof. So you could just be put in a position. You could be in a position where this is how I have to eat. This is how I'm eating right now. This is the only way I'm eating right now. I want more. I want more. I'd like to do better, but right now I can only do what I can until he can turn a corner. So I'm not going to judge anyone for that, and I'm not going to judge any woman that says I don't want to be with you because I'm big on everyone's entitled to feel like they feel. You're absolutely right in what you're saying, 100%. If that's how you feel, 100%. But I can't condemn Manka for saying, you know what, I'm gonna stick with my guy, believe in him. Maybe she saw something in him. I don't know.
Could I ask a question as well? How did both of your parents feel? Like, how did your mum and dad feel about the arrangement? How did her mum?
What
I don't
arrangement?
know, her living with you, or just
That's a
the
good
whole
question,
relationship, or how did
Her mum.
how
How
did
did
her
her
mum
mum
and her dad feel?
If I'm gonna bring someone home to my mum, like it's serious. So
No, I want to know how her mum and dad felt.
her mum.
Her mum then, her mum.
Alright, cool. Let me say it. Yeah. At the beginning, like I said, obviously, see when you don't know someone.
You better back
and
off
you're
that quote
just-
for this question. I saw. Wait a minute, I see the quote and that. I know, mommy worked too.
Mummy, we're happy, boy.
You see, at the beginning, yeah. It's like here now. You don't know me. Obviously, you made your own assumption, and that was it, innit? And that's what happened at the beginning. Obviously, her mum got to know me. Now we're best friends. She rings me more than she rings Manka. Like, do you get what I'm saying? So.
But is she comfortable with? Was she comfortable with her daughter dating you? And was she comfortable with her
Initially, she
daughter
didn't
riding the
know.
bird with you?
Initially, she didn't know about obviously whatever happened with me. She didn't know about my past, obviously, because we weren't together. Like we were friends. Like I said, we were friends before anything. We were friends for a very long time. So initially, she didn't know about anything. But when it was time for me to go, she was open with her. She told her. Obviously, she wasn't happy with it. And me and her mum spoke on numerous occasions, and obviously, yeah, we're here now.
Can I ask where her dad is?
Huh?
Can I ask if you don't mind? How do you think her dad would feel
About
about your whole relationship? If her dad was around, I don't know where he is, but how do you think her dad would feel?
same way, innit?
You think her dad would be happy with her
The same
doing
way. Yeah, because we're here now. Like I said at the beginning, it's not now.
I think the question.
So, like-
I think that I get where you're coming from with that question.
At the beginning, they weren't happy, but
A dad wouldn't be happy. Let's be real, innit? If
Yeah, at the
you're-
beginning,
if
yeah,
you're
that's what I'm saying,
daughter,
like-
you're not going to be happy. So I understand where the question's coming from. But that's why I say, dad, it's circumstance. It just happens. Her dad doesn't sound like, is her dad around? Her dad. It doesn't sound like her dad was around. So circumstance, like your circumstance, I'm guessing both your parents are, so your circumstance is different. So in her situation, I get it. But none of us would want our daughters, ideally. Come on, let's be real.
So then, if you don't want your daughter in
we
the
all want the best
okay,
for
so
our
if you
daughters.
don't want your daughter in the situation, why are you putting somebody else's daughter in that situation?
hold on. You're asking because I never
Well,
opened my mouth to say
it's an open question,
first
but
of all.
if you
I
don't,
never said that.
okay.
No, but
you would
also
want,
got-
you would,
also
hold on,
got-
hold on. So
No,
you-
no, but I'm
bear in
saying
mind
that
as
obviously
well.
she's asking, but I'm saying I never said that.
So are you right?
So you do. So you do.
Also, I'm
want
gonna
your,
help you out, though, man, because what you got to
I'm gonna
understand,
be
you're
real.
asking him questions based on the person he was 7
Yeah,
years
like,
ago. And
do
what
you
you
know what I'm
also
saying?
got to
Like-
understand as well, when you're living a certain type of lifestyle, yeah, and you're on road and you're doing certain different, you do not have that see, you're coming from an educated, like I can tell you got a different, but your whole mindset of things is different. Yeah, you're not thinking like that. You don't think of.
No, but I'll be real though, Doug.
Yeah.
I was.
No, I get it, but what
I
I'm
would-
trying to
I-
say
I
is,
didn't
wait,
want
no,
no
but
one to-
remember, he's had his house burnt down. He's
Yeah.
gone through bare. So his thing is, he's got someone that he can tell actually loves him for him, and he's got this one person that is his like, right, like out of everything, all the madness that's going on in my life, I've got you. Like that's something that is true and real, and that's love, innit? So sometimes you're not just gonna want to give that away, because if you give that love
No, don't
away,
give
you
it
just
away,
send
keep
that
it.
person away. What do you have? You have nothing. So sometimes your mental state ain't even just to think so logical like that.
You
You
left
know what I
your-
mean?
That's a bit selfish, though.
Yeah.
No, it
yeah,
is. But but then the thing is, sometimes when you're living a certain way and you're in a certain lifestyle, sometimes you can be you can most probably look back and say there's certain times I look back in my past. I'm not that same guy now. That's why I sometimes went like what you said about talking about, I find it easy to talk about the person I was before, because I know it don't define who I am now. Do you get what I mean? But sometimes back in the day, I was selfish. I did think about me. I put myself first, and I made decisions based off of what I needed, and not really thought about who the other person was and what they needed and what my actions, how that might affect that person and their family and all of this shit. At that time I didn't care. I was smoking weed, I don't give a fuck. I'm trying to get money, trying to do this, do that, do this, do this.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying? So sometimes like that is how it is. Like, and that's maybe, I don't know, but at that time, right now, he just needed her around him. He didn't give a fuck about whatever else, however, all that other stuff. I just need my girl with me. We're rolling out and we're doing whatever. Could be going jail. I just need to have this moment. Do you get what I
That's
mean?
why I feel like that kind of, it's almost like you're dependent on each other emotionally. It's like a toxic bond. It's not healthy, is what I'm saying. I think,
All right,
But in
would you
their
look
eyes,
at-
it
would
could
you
be.
would you look at it now and say it's healthy?
no. I still don't think it's healthy, no.
I don't know the ins and outs of their
don't.
relationship.
Okay, so I have a question. So you said obviously you did the video because you wanted to get Manka out of the situation.
I didn't want to get her out of the situation. I didn't want to
Oh, you
get
said
her out of the
she was trying to rock up things.
I just
On some
wanted to,
traffic.
I don't want to break your.
So
I can tell you guys are in love. I don't want to break your love. What I'm saying, I just want to get her to see things from a different perspective, to see how she is, in my opinion, devaluing herself by agreeing to
She
so
is
many of
or
yours.
was.
Because I was
Okay,
gonna say,
maybe
you
was.
just- You just said
Because
they're
everything
in
Maybe
love.
was, maybe was,
And
maybe
you
was.
said they're in love.
You
You
just
told
said they're in love.
Okay, maybe was. But I still think she sacrificed way too much for somebody that she doesn't owe that much to. She didn't owe you that much.
But they've been through a lot. They're most
It doesn't
the
matter,
couple that
I don't-
last 20, 30 years on.
But my thing is, why do you have to
know
go through so much and go through so much struggle to prove it's love? Why can't you just love healthy? Why do you have
That
to?
sounds like something I see on the gram. Like I've seen that one. Why have you got to go through so much struggle to say
That's
this?
life though. Life
hear
ain't
that.
life
I hear
life
that.
ain't a bed of roses, you know.
It's not a bed of
If it was
roses.
a bed of roses,
It's not
then
a bed
it
of
don't
roses.
train
You're
you
gonna
up.
go
It don't-
through some struggle, but you
Keep
should
some in
also
case-
know when to walk
okay,
away.
keep some.
Oh yeah.
You should know when to walk away from struggle.
Yeah, you should know where to walk away from struggle. But if you walk away from every situation, when do you learn?
Not
to
every
fight?
situation.
No, but
I'm
what
not
I'm trying to
saying-
say is,
I'm not saying walk away from
put it this way,
every-
Just be logical about
But let's say they walked
situation.
away now. Let's say he did split up. Then they wouldn't be where they are now. Like, even from what you're saying, you said certain things about the fact that they were good friends. We always say sometimes good relationships stem off of the fact of being friends first before. So they were good brethren, so they've known each other. So on top of even knowing each other, and then like now, because that means you've known that person long enough to make the decision whether you even want to get in a relationship with them. You pretty much know them, innit? So you know what they're about, you know what they're like. Then you get together, you go through some struggle with that person who is your friend, but also now someone that you love. And then you come out the back end of it and you keep on fighting in life, and struggle's part of life.
Doug,
like,
but Doug, you dumped your girlfriend when you went jail.
Huh? Who, me? No, but I didn't. No, but I dumped her. But it's like, no, but I wouldn't have though. Had she never came on the video and she weren't
Right.
crying,
that's
like,
what she did.
I could tell you she weren't built. She come from a different lifestyle. This girl was silver spoon, mum buy everything, this, that. She was a different type of girl. So like her, I can't like. It wasn't even so much for me. Like, it's putting her through it. She sat through the whole hour of the video crying.
So you
Like,
thought it
so
was
that
you
was
thought
more
it
for
best
her.
to
Huh?
let you, so you thought it was best for her
Yeah,
life.
of course, 'cause-
she'll have a better life if she weren't
You
with
gotta
you.
do your thing, because you're not gonna be able to handle this.
Which I commend you
know
for
what I mean?
doing. I commend you for telling Manka, look, this is not the right situation for you to be in. That's why I'm saying to her, why did you feel the need then to almost beg the guy to be in this situation? Doesn't that scream to you that she has some self-esteem issues? Maybe she has some love issues. Maybe some. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, so
Because she didn't have to. She didn't have to do that.
before, yeah, she did. No one has to do anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, a husband don't have to stay with his wife. You get what I'm saying? So before I even get to that, I just wanted to ask, like, so obviously you said you did a video for whatever reason you did it, yeah? Me personally, I think the way you should have went about it, if that was the reason, is message her and ask her, hey girl, are you okay? start a conversation with her
Okay.
and find out where her head's at, and then slowly, do you know what I'm saying? Slowly ask like, right, what's going on in your life? Rare, make her feel comfortable in that, and then let her know that, yo, do you know what? Yeah.
So, from my perspective, I feel like when it comes to this content creation stuff, right? If everyone was to reach out to, like, a lot of people done a lot of reaction videos just about me in general, right? None of them reached out to me.
No, but that's the difference. They're not telling you that they're out there for you, making sure that you're right. That's different.
They can say that as well, but they
No,
still
but
want
they
me down to
haven't
me.
though.
Do you get what I'm saying?
But they haven't though. That's my point. Her main thing is that she done the video to show Manka something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and obviously, bro, like I
I
said,
get
she
what- I
rolls
get where
with me,
he's
like,
coming
do you get what I'm
from.
saying?
No, I
She
get-
rolls
no,
with me.
yeah,
So
yeah,
if someone's
yeah.
gonna say something about her, I'd rather someone say something about me than say something about her.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
do you get what I'm saying? So if someone says, yo, they're genuinely like they want to
out
know
for
if
you.
she's alright,
No,
message
Eman,
her.
no, Eman,
Like,
I
what's
get-
that? Do
no,
you
I
get what I'm
get-
saying? See me, girls love to do them. You don't, not girls, sorry. Some girls love to have this double standard thing, yeah, where it's like, I want this. If my man ain't got 100 bags in his account,
That's not
my
what I'm
man
saying.
ain't, not
That's
saying
not what
you,
I'm
not
saying,
saying you.
okay.
I'm saying some, by the way. If my man ain't got this, if my man ain't doing this, if my man ain't if my man, bro. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I don't want that. They're allowed to say that. If I come and say, yo, I want my girl to have a zero body count, for my girl not to go clubbing, it's controlling.
It is.
Like-
But okay.
Okay, but let me get back to what you're saying in terms
Why?
of like, in terms of
But
the,
why? No, but
No, but I agree with you when you said I should have reached out to Manka. Fine, I get that.
I don't even I disagree with that. Personally.
But the reason why I didn't is because I was doing a reaction video, so it wouldn't have been a
No,
reaction.
exactly. That's my point. So you done the reaction video. So the main thing with the thing is the reaction video, not that you was making sure Manka was right. That's what I'm trying to get at.
No, it was both. Two things can be right at the same time. It was both.
Not really.
It was
I don't
both.
think that.
Because
Because
if it was,
You
if
see the
it
way
was,
he
no,
flipped
but
it
if it
there?
was
No, I don't think
vindictive-
that because
He said
I'm
she
not
was
saying it
doing it for
vindictive.
clout, like, this
sorry, I'm
no-
not saying it was. I'm not saying you did it from a bad point because you did DM and whatnot. I'm not saying you did it from a bad point. I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna stand here and say you did it because of that reason, stand in that. And I don't think that you did. That's
What
me
do you-
being
so why do you-
honest.
what-
I don't think that you did
Can I-
because conversations like that, for example, should have been had privately. But you did
I
the
don't know
reaction
her.
video, so the reaction.
I don't
Yeah,
know- I don't
exactly.
know
So if you
Manka.
don't know her,
Let
why
me-
do you care to come and tell her that she's?
But I'm
said that
watching
she should've
something.
walked
Like, I'm
away.
not allowed to have an
Can I-
opinion.
wait,
If I'm watching, you guys went.
No,
Nobody
you're allowed
forced
to have
you.
an opinion, but I'm
Okay,
saying.
go on.
You're a public figure still.
Yeah. Okay. Look now, I get what you're saying. With myself, obviously, there's been loads of reaction videos to whatever. Even if I wake up and I post it, someone could do a reaction video. But if I message them, come on, we've seen all these things. You know the
Nah,
game.
that's not what I'm
I know,
screaming.
but wait, but let me like
Yeah.
now. If I message them and say, oh, "Hey, I saw your reaction video," personally, I'm even used to it. If someone posted like another guy in a barber shop or the back of my head, and they said, "I recognize this head from anywhere."
He's sending shots.
Yeah.
He's sending
So now I think even you done that as well.
Yeah, sending shots. You see the-
So now I will post it on my story that I'll laugh because I get it now. But initially, I never understood it. So when I messaged the person will say, "Oh yeah, man, I really support you. I'm a big fan. I love what you do. I just want to just connect with you." And I'm thinking, Rob,
Game is the
if you
game.
really wanted to
Game
connect
is the
with me,
game, yeah.
why didn't you just message me first? But then I realized that this is how it is.
Yeah.
So technically speaking, I'm just saying, from my personal experience, it's happened to me a lot of times.
Yeah, but
That's how it is.
that's different.
Can I also say?
been
Can I?
What
Can
you're
I
saying-
also
I
say?
think what you're saying is
I've been there.
what you're saying. I get that, but it's totally different to what she said. She made it clear that the reason why she made that video is because.
But even
she-
still, I hear it, but I know I can tell you're
So
conflicted.
if it's a reaction
I can
thing,
tell
if
you're
it's a reaction, it
conflicted.
says a reaction thing.
Because you're conflicted because you're in that stage of where you're still living a normal life, doing your thing, but now you've been exposed. Like you're out there now, whether you like it or not. You're now part
And
of
he's
this
and Doug's
world.
talking from experience.
You get me, and you're like still because I remember because you posted something, I reshared it, and you posted something, I reshared it, and you took it down. But then I didn't think anything of, but I knew why. I knew why because you're thinking actually right. Paul reposted it, right? Doug reposted it. Like, this could actually get out there, even though the fact that the podcast, like the show, is actually out there. Bare people have watched it, but I know you had withdrawal symptoms and you thought, fuck this, I'm taking it down. You're laughing because I know what you're saying.
true,
You
true,
get
true,
it,
true.
innit?
Can
But that's why it is. So you can't be mad at her for that because it's part of the game. Like
I'm
she
not
was
even mad
doing
at
her
her.
bit and having her opinion, and sometimes you see all the time with celebrities will say stuff about another person and they, I'm just thinking about them, and yeah, you could say, right, why not hit me up? But that is the way things are done now in society. This is where it is.
And plus, I don't know Manka. I don't know him from
Once
anywhere.
once you put yourself out there,
No, see,
As
like
a
I said,
in the
see
game,
when
in
it's
the
me,
game,
see
you're
when
in
it's me,
the
I
game.
don't care. Like I said, I don't even read it. But it hits a different spot when it's about her. Do you get it?
Yeah, I understand,
So
but
like,
because
if
you
I come
both
across that,
because you
I'm
both
mad
put
rude
yourself
and
in that
whatnot,
position.
I apologize. That's
No,
not
no,
what I'm
it's
trying to
fine,
do.
yeah.
See the hump
But, like,
humility.
when it comes to her, like, do you know what I'm saying? It's a
Man's a
different
good
thing.
guy.
I can't.
Let's take a moment.
You know
Let's
what
lighten it a piece because we've been on to E-Man. A lot of pressure on E-Man.
Hella
I'm
pressure.
trying to
Yeah, I
put
see
pressure
E-Man
on
just
him.
moving.
Allow E-Man. I'm trying
Just
to.
wriggling about.
Yeah. Allow E-Man. Let's talk on something lighter or something that's current. What's going on? You were talking about it downstairs. Little levity, lighten the scene a little piece. The guy in the toilet
Oh, yeah.
eating
That's a
front.
mad thing.
It's
Bruh.
viral at the moment.
Guy in
Yeah.
the toilet.
Devil in the blue dress.
Hashtag disco funny.
I didn't hear of it.
Paul, explain to
So basically, there was this guy in a club. Right?
looks that way.
This guy, see the guy wearing some maybe Fendi or something, shades. You know those Niger boys. I'm telling you, if you see the guy, you never know. He's a dangerous guy. So this guy, right? He's there. He's wearing shades because obviously it's Snapchat. Someone took the whole thing, so he's there just posing up, doing up whatever, innit? So I'm watching it. I'm thinking, what, they're feeding it. And then next thing, him and then another girl. Apparently he is married and the girl's engaged or some crap like that.
Yeah, the boyfriend.
To other
drinks,
people.
innit? The
Yeah, to other
Oh,
people.
okay.
So both of them were in the toilet. She was sitting on the toilet seat with the toilet open, with her legs up, and the guy was going down on her. And someone was at the top recording the both
Couple.
of them.
Yeah, apparently there was few people, different angles, bro.
Few
My
people.
lord. How do they not see the people up?
Maybe they
Bro,
saw.
They saw. They
They were
didn't
too
care.
wasted. They were just getting on with what they were
Jesus.
getting on with.
Oh lord.
And that's someone that's married.
engagement done.
Yeah, but that's someone that's married. Someone that's engaged. Imagine if I would go put a ring on someone's finger, they'll go cheat on her. You get what I'm saying?
But I have a question. So speaking of like, oral, right?
How did we get here?
No, because that's what.
This guy's gonna ask a mad thing
So,
now.
no. It's a very neutral question. So last time I came on the pod, we kind of touched on the whole oral conversation briefly.
From a bed you watching me.
No, even you're cool. We said we're taking the heat off, right?
Yeah.
So, us three had the conversation, and I'm from a generation where we don't get down like that.
Yeah.
And I feel like with Dog, I wasn't really sure. Not to say you come across like.
Well, you always trying to always come to. You always move down.
Let me lie.
You know what? No.
Look, when you watch the clip back, you see what I'm talking about. We touched on the topic, and you wasn't repulsive. You were quite like cool, and I was like,
I'm sexually open. Like at the end of the day, we've already spoken about this. We've had this conversation with fucking loons, so we've already been there. So it's not something. What you're asking is not something you're touching on. Like man, shuffling around it, innit? If I've got my wifey, I do what I'm doing. I get busy with my girl. You get what I'm saying? And that's my girl. But like, I won't throw nothing out there to some random chick I just met, like on a one night stand or something or whatever. Like but with my partner, if I want to explore and do whatever I'm doing whatever I'm doing with my girl, and that's how I am, innit? Whether I want to talk in detail about it or whether I don't, but that's how I leave it, innit? Do you get me? But for some pan, they'll just like if that's what they want to do and they want to get down on any chick that they buck and like obviously clearly my man just met her and then all of a sudden he's in the toilet seat getting busy. That's just some next nastiness.
He
But
probably didn't just meet her. Let's be honest. You don't just
I
do
don't
that
know
to anyone.
whether they know each other or not.
Yeah,
Who knows? You know
surely.
what I'm saying? That's on them. Do you get what I mean? I don't know, but like, yeah, like.
so speaking of oral, right? Obviously, without going into detail, it's something that you practice basically.
I'll do it with my chick, yeah. That was. What you getting at? I don't understand. Like,
No, I'm but obviously, we're from the era where, the songs, no way.
I know them songs.
yeah.
Do you sing along?
Hey, do you know what? I got you. Hey, do you know what? I got you. Yo, hey, do you know what? Yeah. Nah, forget it. Nah, I'm hot now. This guy's getting me hot now. Why should you sing along?
No.
That's a bad guy.
That's a good.
That is a bad guy.
I got to ask you this question. Dumb questions.
What you said? No, carry on.
Obviously, I'm not Jamaican, but I know what they're talking about. You guys are.
Yeah. Come on.
So obviously, you're from the era. You know how back in the day you can get punch up for that.
Yeah, no, who's punching me up?
No, not
Yeah, I
you.
was thinking-
Not you. They know what I'm talking about. We're all
But the thing is,
I'll
but the
be
thing is,
rude,
Paul,
innit?
you're
You see,
like,
like,
put it this way, the way you're talking, yeah, is like there's some mad code, innit? Like half of the man them that talk like how you're chatting, like you know, I'm from this. Half of the time they're getting down, Ruben, but they're just not. But they're scared to admit it, and they'll put on this facade like, rah, you know what, man ain't about that, and rare. You know how many man that are on doing whatever they listen. I'm a big man, so I'm not from a state. I'm not from a this thing where people's personal opinions will like make me behave in a certain way because I care about what you think. So all of this, like people like I don't care. Like I do what I do. I live my life, and that's why I just left it open. Like what I do with my girls up to me. Like it's not like we ain't got to get all immature about it because I'm a grown man. Like so for me, I don't care. I don't care about no bashment song and what people are singing out there because Bear Man will be holding up lighters, singing the song the hardest, and then be trying to offer gal that they would yam front in the toilet with them. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you know what I mean? So, like, for me, it's neither here or there. You get me? Like, you can sit there with the cup guy on like, asking the question. You better hope no girl come out of the woodwork and start talking something.
No, but all he asks is, do you sing along?
I don't even know the song. I know the song, but I don't know the words. Even at my birthday, I was telling Pretty Hood not to play Bashment.
You know the words. Come
I
on.
know the song, but I don't know the words. I don't
know
sing
the
along.
chorus.
But I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy that'll be like, no, like, and start singing along to the tune in there and like whatever. Do you get what I mean? And even if I did choose to sing along, it don't matter. Like, what does it care?
Personal choice.
Personal choice, innit? Do you know what I'm saying?
So, you know, like when we were kind of growing up and stuff, and obviously there was a time that was shunned on. We weren't able to talk about it openly and be about it.
Facts.
How did you manage to do it?
What do you mean?
Were you practicing at that time, or?
He said he didn't let other
So you
people.
practicing at that time.
Respectful. I'm not saying.
He said he didn't let other people's opinions dictate how he.
Okay, so
What he's asking you basically was from young times, like when
But
I was
even
in
if
the
I
20s
listen,
and all of
I
that.
don't listen. Whatever you're asking me, I don't even know. But like, if anybody, I don't know where you're trying to go with it. But I'm like, listen. Even if you had a problem with what I'm doing or whatever, say something.
Oh.
What are you gonna do then? Say something.
I don't have.
I don't have. Because you must think. What you must think is whether I was doing whatever I was doing when I was younger or older. Who's gonna tell me anything? Like you saying this and bringing it up now and trying to make it into something. If you got an issue, do something about it. Do you get what I mean? Like no one ain't gonna do nothing. Do you get what I mean?
It's not that deep. It's not that deep.
It's not that deep. But what I'm trying to say is like, I don't get where man's trying to go with it. Like whether I did it and I admitted it then or not. What does it matter? I don't care what all of a sudden, does that mean I had peer pressure? Does that mean I had something what? Like, I don't get it. I don't even know where man's going with it, bro. I don't even know where man's going with it. Real talk. I don't know what man's trying to do, big man.
Okay.
I don't know what man's trying to do, big man. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I hear you. Hey, you know.
Let's switch it up.
Switch it up, big man. Switch it up, like, 'cause I don't know what you're on.
Did I say to you yesterday, Doug? Lie, innit? I said lie.
But I don't know what man's doing, fam.
No, he's not. He's not doing that. He's not doing that. He's just asking the questions. He's just asking the questions. Like questions. Yeah. Personal choice. We're gonna call this personal choice. This whole thing. But anyway, what was we saying before that happened and it went a bit left?
I have no idea.
The guy in the toilet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's get back to the guy in the toilets.
Yeah, he's done at him, man. He's done at him. Not for doing that in the toilet, innit?
It would have been better if he did it somewhere else with a stranger.
Bro, that's his own personal choice, but that's not my problem. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Whatever he's gonna get for that, that's his problem, innit?
Can I ask you a
paying
question?
attention to that.
Yeah, don't ask Doug though.
Uh-oh.
No, come on, that's my people, man. Dogs is cool, man. So, do you practice?
Do I practice?
Why?
Man said do I practice, bro. I'm a pro at this, bro.
Oh.
Man, listen, from day, like, you see, if you ask my brethren now, bro, I didn't want to say it.
Are we talking about the same thing?
Yeah, I'm
talk about the same
He
thing.
said it with chest, leave him.
Do that ends.
As I said
Leave
early,
him.
Doug, don't worry, I got you on there.
Leave him.
From day, bro. Like I said, I don't care. Same thing that he said. That boy screaming it, so what? No one's gonna say nothing. You get what I'm saying? And do you know what the funny thing is? Even a mad story. Like my brethren, for the longest time, yard man, for the longest time, he don't do it. One time, first time he got drunk. That's what he's doing. telling everyone. Do you get what I'm saying, bro? 10 things, bro.
But wasn't it like?
That's how I find it about Eman
You get
show
what
when
I'm
man
saying?
make a big song and dance about it, because half of the time all these men making big song and dances about it and they're out there
Bro,
doing
they're out there
it.
doing it, bro.
So
Nah,
to
you're
me,
not
that's why
lying.
it's not.
You're not lying. Listen,
You know what I mean? That's why to me
with-
it's just
with
like,
things
why do
like
we
that,
even make it into something?
it's
That's-
more than nowadays from what I get to see, Paul, and from what we get to hear. It's more the norm than it's not. It's a regular thing for man to be. It's personal choice, isn't it? My personal choice. I don't partake. Maybe it is the generation and all of that, but it's not like I'm going to be saying, "Oh, Rod, you shouldn't be doing that," because it's personal choice.
But wasn't it the roadman that were doing "Don't be a B word," the Jamaican word?
The bowcat,
Yeah.
of course.
So then, if it's the same roadman, they're saying don't.
But that's like saying, weren't it a girl the other day that's talking about her man can't go out and the girl be punching up her man in that? Not every girl's like that.
It's personal choice.
You get what I'm
I didn't
saying?
hear
and
about that
things
one, but
and
okay.
things change. Like things have changed, and it's just personal choice, man. Serious. Look
Yeah.
at my
No, it is
brethren.
personal.
I never,
Yeah, I don't
I never said don't eat
I'm
that.
blessed.
Oh, bro, if you got a girl do that, bro.
So they were
That's not my
professional.
problem. Professional, bro. You know what I'm saying? But the same thing like he said, it's not just anyone
No, I
and
know,
everything,
no,
innit?
yeah.
But you know what? Pound. You see why I brought Eman on calculated couples? He's got a lot of depth to the story,
Yeah, no, absolutely, 100%, 100%.
and you see why I brought him here as well.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, he
Can I
talks-
ask a question?
Go ahead.
You know when you said both of your parents are they married together?
Yeah.
How did you get yourself into the lifestyle of like the road life? What was the?
To be honest with you, I wouldn't even know how to answer that. It just felt like it's always been there. Obviously it hasn't. Like, you see, alright, cool. So, I came to England when I was 9 from Italy, yeah. I didn't want to be here. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I really don't want to be here. I thought I came on holiday.
No, from Italy.
Yeah, from Italy.
Can you speak Italian?
No.
Yes, you
And
can.
it's like,
you must
like,
can
like a little
speak
bit.
a piece.
A little bit, yeah.
Interesting. Still, carry on.
Yeah, so basically, so I got told I was going on holiday. So maybe that's where my trust issue started from, you know. I got told I was going on holiday. 2 I'm here. A year's gone by. 2 years gone by. I'm like, what's going on? But when I came, I couldn't speak the language. You know what I'm saying? So when I went to school now, I'm in primary school. You know what I'm saying? People are telling me things rare. I'm not understanding. They're laughing at me. Do you get what I'm saying? Cool. Got to year 7 now. Man are laughing at me. Man, I'm trying to say something. Man are laughing at me. So obviously, naturally, like, I'm getting angry. Do you get what I'm saying? I think that's where it just started. One day I just mucked up one youth, and then everyone started being my brethren. I just started, do you know what I'm saying? That's how it happened, innit? And then, yeah, and I just naturally, got along with people, like, you know what I'm saying? Like me, not necessarily roadman, cause you see, I don't use that word. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I just
Not the
random,
way.
innit?
Not the
Like,
way.
and you know what I believe as well? You see, not now as such, yeah, but you see, like, man, back in the day, like, these roadmen, they have morals. Do you get what I'm saying? Yes, cool.
100%.
Shot in the thing, bad. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Bad, full stop. But they have morals. There's certain things that you don't do. Do you get what I'm saying?
There was a code.
Like, there was a code. Do you get what I'm saying? So,
code,
yeah.
as you grow up, that code stays with you. The same way, like I said, Manka's always, whether from with her or not, I could be 10 years apart. It don't matter. Do you get what I'm saying? I've got her forever. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I know she was there for me. Do you get what I'm saying? That's the code.
Yeah,
like, do
real.
you get what I'm saying? That's how it is. The same way, like I said, if I go to Joe, my brethren, do you know what I'm saying? If I go to Joe, if I go to Joe and I don't have nothing to my name, my brethren's got her. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, he's got her. Like, what she needs, he's got her. That's how it is. Do you get what I'm saying? So, it's like, raw, like, when you when someone comes and says, raw, like, but if you couldn't do that, why it's like, don't worry about it. Do you get what I'm saying? It's my private thing, but I'm airing out my other thing out there to let the people know what's going on.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. But obviously, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Everyone's entitled to, you know what I'm saying, how they feel. But
Have you ever considered like getting therapy?
yes, I have.
Okay.
Like, I want therapy. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I actually want therapy, but it's not.
Have
You see,
you
for
ever
me right
considered
now-
getting therapy?
Yeah, I've.
Everyone should consider it.
100%.
Everyone should consider.
Because even for me right now, like I said, YouTube, you see YouTube, it helps. That's my therapy. Like I said, when I sit down in front of a camera and I talk, yeah, and I talk about the past and whatnot, even as I'm talking now, I'm starting to realise certain things. I'm like, raw, do you know what? That's mad. But obviously, I'm not going to say it because it's going to make me look mad. You know what I'm saying? But I'm realising certain things. I'm like, raw, you know what? I shouldn't have done that, you know. But that's, you know what I'm saying? That's how it is, innit? That's how I learn, innit? You see me, every relation I've been in, I've learned something. Which is why when I got into this one, I was so adamant what I wanted. Because I've been through it. You get what I'm saying? I've done the whole like, yeah, I trust you. Da, 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 da. Do you know what I'm saying? I've done.
You've been
all of
heartbroken before. Girl,
yeah,
broke your
I've
heart.
done all of that. You get yeah, man, mine. I've done all of that, bro. You get what I'm saying?
So what's your plan with Manka? What's the...
My plan, Manka, bro, build and build and build. Do you get what I'm saying?
wanna
I'm not
marry her?
focused. Everyone's focusing on marriage. Me, at the start, don't get twisted. That's what I was thinking. I was like, marry. Then I started realizing certain things. Like, people are just taking the married thing differently as a piece of paper. Do you get what I'm saying? Marriage is actions to me anyway. Do you get what I'm saying? So what I decide to do is between me and my God. Do you get it? So if I want to marry her, I'll marry her. Do you know what I'm saying? If I don't, no, I'm saying if I want to marry her, I'll marry her. If I don't want to marry her, I won't marry her. If I want to look after her, I'll look after her. If I don't want to look after her, I won't look after her. It's a personal choice. But the decision that I've decided to do is look after her. Do you get what I'm saying?
You
Be
don't
there
wanna
for
marry
no matter what. Not saying I'm not going to marry her. Not saying I don't want to marry her. I'm saying what we're doing right now is building. That's the main thing.
Can I have a quick question for Doug? What's your views on marriage?
My views on marriage. I don't know. I understand what you were saying about if you chooses to marry her, you marry her. Like, I think it's one of them things. Like, early on in my life, I thought, yeah, that's something I would do. Like, yeah, I want to get married. I want to do that. Now I'm not too bothered. Like, it's one of them things. It's like you say, it's about actions, isn't it? Like, and how you treat a person. The piece of paper doesn't mean anything.
But marriage is not just a piece of paper. You
No, but I know it's not just a piece of paper. But I know a lot of people that are married and they're in a fucked up relationship.
Look what happened.
So it don't just because you get married. Like, even when I ask my brethren that get married and they say, bro, after the wedding it's still the same. Nothing changes. So it's like, for some people, marriage might be. It depends. Like, if I'm with a partner and that's her like thing, and that's what she wants to do, I'll do it with her if that's the way we're at in terms of the love, innit? Like, I love her to pieces, and if that's what's going to make her happy, I'll do it for her. But it's not something that I feel like is something that is a necessity. Like, it has to be done. Like, it's one of them things, because I show love regardless. Just, I'll show love the day before the wedding and I'll show love the day after the wedding. Do you get what I mean? It don't change. It don't mean just because I married her, I love her more. Don't mean nothing. It's just whether, if that's what she wants to do, then I'll do it for her, innit? Do you get what I'm saying?
Sorry. Eman.
Wait, sorry, what was it? The only thing is, when we was on the pod last, you said that you was brought up like a Christian.
I knew that was
Christian home. And obviously you're still a Christian.
Yeah.
That's what we have to do.
So is the end goal
Yeah,
with
but
Manka?
then it's like, but the thing is, yeah, it's something we have to do, but it's like my mum would love for me to get married and do all of that. Do you get me? But as we grow and we adapt in life and everything, you start to make different choices. Like, you have a different things. Like,
What I say is, as we go through generations and we move on, yeah, whether for the right or wrong, we're moving further away from, we're becoming more westernized and moving further away from our origins, innit? Now, we know, like you said, old school mentality. If you look at our grandparents and so on, marriage would be essential, because it's not just about, I understand where you're coming from completely. I'm saying I'm with you, but I know as well at the same time where you're coming from, you're saying it's more than that. This is vows before God, and this is and this is where we're coming from, because that's our grandparents, innit? And that's our great grandparents and so on and so forth. Even though some of our great grandparents might have still had done a mad whatever, it happens. But I understand where you're coming from perspective, but the world's changing. So
But values shouldn't change.
I agree, but I'm saying that's why you're getting these perspectives. You're getting so many perspectives now because of this cultural melting pot that we're in now. You understand what I'm saying to you? And I'm not saying it's right, because I know, like I always say to you, like I said to you last time, I said, Paul, when you go back to your mum's house, are you back in Nigeria? And you said, and I said, you understand what I mean? And you said, yeah, of course I understand what you mean, because there's certain values that go on once you're inside that front door, and you close the door, there's certain values that are forever. Same with when we go to our parents' house, there's certain things, principles, manners, and so on and so forth. But when we go out the door, for a lot of people, it's changed. Where our situations have changed, circumstances have changed. So I can't judge him for saying, no, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'm building first. That's
No, I said, yeah.
So is the end goal
to get married?
But the end goal is, no, but there's nothing wrong with building first. There's nothing wrong with him saying, I'm going to build first. I'm going to make sure everything's right. And then once I've completed that, now we can say, yeah, boom, let's put a knot on top of that. If that's
also, everything that you're trying to lay on him doesn't necessarily make you right.
No,
like,
I'm
you get
not-
what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, it's opinion based. Like, you're
Yeah.
saying, well, our values, this, that. But his values are different. Like, everyone's different in it. So it's like, it all comes down
opinion
to
and
the
perspective.
person and their situation and their relationship and how much, what it means to them, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? People's opinions of what they think someone else's relationship is meaningless. It's all about the actual couple, innit? And the actual people, innit? At the end of the day.
I think you're right. What you said about me not being from that background. Maybe I just don't understand your mindset because.
But it's not even just their mindset or from where they're from. It's just people's, like what Pound said. It's people's, like, nowadays, people's things have changed. Like, we've all, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, when I was growing up, everyone that was 21 and above, they were married, house, you know what I mean? Kids and doing all of this. With time, it's all changed now. Generations have changed, people, different things and different. So it's like, with time, maybe like if I had maybe lived a different life and was settled down at the age of 20, 19, I might have got married, had kids, did this that way and did it differently. But with time now, and with everything that's changed, my perspective on life and everything's different now. Now I do have a different perspective on marriage. How I look at it, do you get me?
But I like outside looking in, I already have an idea of an understanding of your upbringing, your parents, what they want, and how it's filtered down onto you and what you've seen. And that's good. I respect it highly because that it is what it is, isn't it? And you're not saying anything wrong. If my daughter's talking, I'm gonna want her to be saying that. If your daughter's talking, you're gonna want her to be saying the same things. No one can wrong you. No one can wrong you in what you're saying. You're right. You're spot on. Tell a man marry you, yes. Tell a man I don't want to be. No, I'm not rolling with you when you drop off the machines. Are you mad? You see what I'm saying? Like, so you're definitely right in all that you're saying. I just want to be clear on that. But I just know how it is outside, and I know that there's so many different things going on, so many different ways people are having to live. That he said he's come over from Italy when he was 9 and trust issues and probably had to fend for himself at certain times in life. You don't know what's going on behind closed doors. Not every parental situation is the same as yours. You see what I'm saying? You could have a guy that he could have the best intentions in the world, but his parenting situation could be wrong. He could have a toxic parent. He could have an abusive parent. He could come from, and now he's in a totally different environment to what he could have and should have been in. I'm thankful for yours. And I'm thankful for, I know Doug's mum, so I'm thankful for, I know the love that he's had around him and stuff. But once you leave the house, you just don't know how it's going to go necessarily.
But the reason why I brought up the whole upbringing thing and everything to get an understanding of Eman, but my thing is...
Eman's a good guy.
He is a good guy. And I can see... No, he is. And I can see that he's working towards something. But my thing is, eventually you want to have children, right?
Well, I've got one.
Oh, okay, yeah, sorry, I forgot, But would you want your children to grow up with one, instability, and two, a skewed understanding of love? Because your mindset on love can then spill over you on your children, and then your children are making the same decisions that you made, and then it's a generational. I don't want to use the word curse because it's more so choices, but it doesn't stop. You have to put an end to it somehow. So for me, I'm not saying you shouldn't be in love with Manka. I'm not saying all that. You can be in love, but also do it in a healthy way, in a way that when you do bring children into it, they can see that this love is genuine. This love is pure love and not from struggle and pain and hurt. So they don't have that mindset and that.
Why do you think?
No, but that's what I was going to say. You're saying that I don't even get for one second that their love is based on. If anything, their love. Because when we were living in the hotels, we were enjoying. No, but that's the best love.
No, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that if they did have kids, their kids will have got a perfect example of what love is. Like sometimes your opinion's based on what you've seen to love to be. Like sometimes different people have different situations, different things that have gone on. Like these two are love. Like I feel like also on the flip side of you hearing Eman's story and hearing his thing, you're slightly judging him in a way because now you say you know and you're shaking your head, but everything you're based on, you don't know him, but everything you're based off is your opinion. So even now you're saying they got some. We don't know what their situation is. Yes, they talk on the couple thing, but clearly they have 7 years on, and they met a year, but that was 7 years ago from the madness at the yard, and 7 years on, they're still together. That they're still happy. He's not sitting here cussing her, dissing her, and chatting about whatever. They've gone on this to tell their story, but clearly their relationship is working. So if they were to have kids and bring kids into that, I guarantee because if they have that unit in their little bubble of their relationship, the kids are going to be loved. Their kids are going to see love.
I'm not saying the kids are not going to be loved.
But that's what I'm saying. But what you said was that something about toxic and...
Hold on.
You get what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm trying to make?
I get what you're saying, but I had to take the Ray and nephew away because you're moving wicked and bad. You're moving wicked and bad today.
No, I'm not taking. But
I hear you.
I hear man, because I'm just sitting there thinking, and even when she said then, like if you had kids, and then all of a sudden switched on him.
No, I'm not.
but then we get brought
Can
up
I
with this
also-
bad thing. I say, right, I'm sitting there listening to Eman talk. I've not heard him say one thing that's nuts to make me think his relationship now is crazy.
I'm not saying his relationship crazy. I'm not judging.
I hear you, but you're rolling heavy still.
And I also want to say, I'm not judging Emmanuel. I'm not judging him one bit. I just have an opinion. It might come across that my opinion is judgmental, but it's not judgmental.
I don't. Say.
Yeah, I'm not judging him because I know that people go through.
I don't think you're judging him.
Yeah.
I know you've got your opinion, innit? And you're entitled to your opinion. You've said. I think you've come across well. I think you've answered everything they've thrown at you, and even I threw a couple questions. Doug threw a couple. You've answered it.
No, bro, I got more questions. I'm here, bro.
You're here. That's what I'm saying. You're here for
same
it.
way I'm learning it. Same way like what she's saying. I'm hearing what she's saying.
And that's what conversations. That's what
You
conversations
know what I'm
are.
saying? Yeah.
That's what conversations are about. Good conversations like this are good to have. You know, they're healthy. I've gained. I didn't know the ins and outs of the thing. I've gained a great understanding of your thing. I've got to understand an understanding of you and your perspective, and I respect it. Doug said his opinions and said it. Pools. Just cause trouble. Cause bare trouble. Got my boy Doug. My boy Doug. Yeah, big man. You better just settle. You get it? You better just settle down with that shit. Yeah, but nah. All in all, listen, because what we say, we're gonna go for All in all, I think everything that's been said has been constructive. It's good to hear opinions like this. It's good to hear. So you might not have a conversation like this about your relationship with a woman with this opinion. So you've listened and you've heard. Paul, what are you saying? Continue. Keep going.
Cool. So now, speaking of calculated couples, right? Obviously, with Eman himself, how I actually came across Eman is through YouTube with his girl. So part of the story that he said today, they actually have a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
What's it called again?
Manny and Manka.
Manny and Manka.
For a second, I forgot, But yeah.
And basically, on their YouTube channel, like, everything that he said in this story is broken down. Like, when he was in jail, she was recording, I think.
So that was this time, though, innit? Because obviously when I came...
I'm not too sure, but I'm just saying. So they documented everything. Do you understand? And that's
Ask the question.
But how many times you been jail since, or what's been going on?
Basically, so I went in jail the first time. Got my heart boss. You get what I'm
You
saying?
weren't with Manka then?
No, I went with her. Then I went in jail the second time when I was with her. Then obviously, oh yeah, by the way, let me just I need to clear something up. The deportation thing, they wanted to deport me. Like, I didn't get deported, like, as in, like, they come and grabbed me and deported me. They wanted to deport me, and I decided to, like, just give up. You get what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want to fight my case no more. Because I knew, basically, I asked my solicitor if I was able to go to Ghana for, like, went for a few months, you get what I'm saying, just to get my head right, and then, you know what I'm saying, look after myself for one. I know I'm gonna come out, because of immigration issues, I'm not allowed to work. What am I gonna do? Do you get what I'm saying? So, I had to make that decision, innit? And obviously, I asked her, do you want to come? And she said, yeah, she's looking at YouTube videos. So it wasn't a thing that I got dipped and then she come and whatnot. So that narrative is
there's a
different.
point. So after you came out
Like,
of
we
jail,
had the discussion.
now hold on, I'm just because people won't know this.
Yeah.
So you went to jail. You stayed at your mum's house.
Yeah.
You came out.
No, I didn't come out.
Oh, after
While I was in jail,
while you was in jail,
while I
they
was
was
in
gonna
jail,
dip you.
yeah, they were trying to dip me in it. So obviously I could have come out on bail and that, but I was like, nah, man. If I'm gonna come out, I'm gonna somehow end up going back to, you know what I'm saying, the things that I was doing. Cause how am I gonna come out and you're gonna tell me I'm not allowed to work? Do you get what I'm saying? And all of these things. Obviously I'm gonna go back doing, do you know what I'm saying? Even if I don't want to, somehow I'm gonna end up doing that. So yeah, so that's what I decided to do. And she said
She
she
went
wanted
to
to
Ghana
come.
with you.
Huh?
She went to Ghana with you.
Yeah,
How long was she out there for?
2 years.
So from your mum's house, she went to Ghana.
Yeah,
Is she Ghanaian?
no,
Where's she from?
Cameroon.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on that?
Do you want to know my thoughts on
We
this?
could wake up one day and say, yo, let's go to
wait, one
Dubai.
second,
one
one
day.
My thoughts on this is, I said this thing, I remember it went viral ages ago. I said this, you've got a good woman and and she's loyal and doesn't want anything from you but your time. When the situation and the time is right, give that woman the world. You have to give that woman, when you can,
No, 100%.
world. Mate, what are her dreams? What are her goals? What are her aspirations? You've been with me through thick, thin, hell, high water, traveled internationally. I'm gonna, my goal is to make sure that you're all right all the time. I'm not going back to jail. I'm not going back to jail. I'm staying on road. You deserve it. And I'm gonna look after you. In fact, I'll go as far as to say, brother, you owe her, rude boy.
Okay, wait. Can I just now? There's a part in calculated couples that we had to take out because it was too long. But there's a specific story when he put his life on the line.
Dude, he put his life on the line.
Bro, I want to know what you guys think about this, please.
Talk to me.
The beach.
Basically, alright, cool. So while we were in Ghana, we split up, whatnot. But like I said, like the main thing, while we were in Ghana, that's my point. We split up. Do you get what I'm saying? For like a little bit.
How? Don't say you ended
Shit.
it.
Huh? No. Like just working it. Obviously, you see what it is, yeah. Coming out of jail and coming out to a different country, like it's not. Do you know what I mean?
It's a lot. I was trying to brush past it because I didn't want
After
to get
2.5
on.
years, it's not the same.
It's a lot still.
It's not the same. Coming out in Ghana, like obviously I went to Italy. I was in Italy for like 2 days and then I went Ghana.
Yeah.
It's a whole different thing. And
That's right.
I've never
Best
lived
Spanish
in
in the
Ghana.
world.
Do you get what I'm saying? I've been in Ghana, like before that I went Ghana for like a week or 2. So it was all new.
Highly stressful.
Do you get what I'm saying? So obviously, you remember, no matter what, I gotta make sure, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do that? Do you know what I'm saying? I've never, like, yeah, man, like, I didn't know what, do you know what I'm saying? I didn't know what direction I was going in, but I just knew that, I had to be there because if I came out in England, I would have gone back to jail. Not because I wanted to, but, do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. She sacrificed.
It's techie, so.
Still, she sacrificed.
No, but let him say his.
Carry
how-
on, carry
no,
on.
but
Get to the
beach,
story. Get to the beach thing.
Oh yeah, cool. So
Car, it's not. Yeah. Come on. It's not looking
I
good,
don't
bro.
like talking about it.
Yeah.
I don't like talking about it, but
Whoa.
So her sisters came on holiday, whatnot. We went to the beach, we were chilling, whatnot, and basically her and her sister were playing this game that where like the waves, see like when the waves go out and like you just go under the waves and whatnot. That's what they were doing, innit? So at one point I could hear her shouting my name, innit? But I'm not paying attention. The one brother was like, yo, she's calling. I'm like, nah man, she's good, man. And then something told me like, yo, like, is she good? Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm looking, but she's not. It didn't look like she needed help, but something told me, nah, something, you know, something's not right, innit? I can't swim, I can't lie to you, I could swim for like 5 seconds, I can't swim, bro. I just thought, fuck it. And I just basically just went to get them. Like, I was, you see, like, how do I put, you see in the swimming pool, when you're walking on the floor, type of thing, bro. I'm swimming, and I'm on the, what do you call it? I'm on the sand, bro. The water's going out. Obviously, I could breathe, then the water's coming back, then, bro, it was a long, I can't lie to you, it was a long thing, innit? But at that moment, I wasn't thinking, in my head I thought, yo, I'm gone, innit? But as long as they could get back, it's calm. While I'm doing all of this, I'm holding the sister's legs, you know. I'm holding the sister's legs. While I'm holding the sister's legs, obviously I'm trying to come up for breath, and she's all doing a mad thing. Do you know what I'm saying? She's all flapping her hands about. She's like, she's like, oh, like, go get Manka. Like, she's shouting for her sister. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, like, Manka's all right now. Do you get what I'm saying? But obviously I wasn't saying that because I'm underwater and I'm holding her. I'm coming up, I'm coming up. Like, bro, while I was doing all of that, I was praying, innit? Somehow, like, I'm here, man.
No, but the way you said it in the thing, like, is that basically, so he can't swim. So as he was going, there was a point where he was beside the lifeguard.
Oh yeah, my man cut.
So the lifeguard, there's a certain point where even the lifeguard turned back, like,
you see
Yeah,
that
my
with
man
most
cut
places,
still.
bro. There's like a, you know, you see.
But
that,
he did tell
line,
us.
yeah.
He did, to be fair, he did say like,
Don't
don't go past that point.
Yeah.
But bro, the water was like up to here. Do you get what
And
I'm
the
saying?
next minute it weren't.
Yeah, the next minute it weren't, and they were out.
so basically,
my man cut.
with the sisters, one was like, let's say here, the other one was there. So Manka was here.
No. One of them, she was on the phone throughout the whole thing. Even after it happened, she was on both with us straight down. But one of them basically was here, for example, and the Manka was here. But obviously, I couldn't see her there. All I saw was Manka in it, so obviously I'm going towards Manka. As she's my first, you know what I'm saying, point. So I'm trying to make sure she's alright now. And she's like, don't worry about me, go for her. Do you get what I'm saying? So obviously I've gone.
But bear in mind, he can't swim. So now the question is, if you had to, because you said you felt or you thought that you were gonna.
Yeah,
go,
I
right?
was dead. I
So
was
now,
gone.
if it was you, you're on the beach, you can't swim. Your girlfriend's at this point. Her sister is at that point. If you go in, you're risking your own life. If you save your girl, you've already risked your life. But your girl's saying, listen, forget about me, save my sister. So that means it could be him and the sister gone. What's the choice? Would you even go?
And on that note, we're going to wrap it up. Give us the answer in the comments because that's a mad question. I'm not answering it. We're going to move. It's been great having you on. Thank you. We didn't even talk about your health and all of the things that you encourage, but make sure you check out Ropo's page on YouTube. Subscribe as well. She talks about, you know, the best ways to get your weight down, fitness and all of that. Makeup tutorials and all of the above. You know, I do my research. I do my due diligence. Respectfully, check out Eman's page, Manny and Manka. You know about bridges already. We're gonna get you out of here in one piece. You're gonna be all right. The dog. We're gonna make sure you're all right. It's the Hustler, Big Dougie Doug, Winners Talking Podcast. It's another one. Stat.